Okay. How's it going? Hopefully the ring light doesn't blind me. I want to turn on the brightness for the face cam to hopefully be more quality.
Quality tamale.
That's not how that works in the slightest. Okay. Remember correctly, we have to fight a chaos enemy, but we also have to sit through this dialogue.
Don't worry, Kamawana.
Oh,
There's
and an
nothing
outfit to
fear
check out.
here.
Fear? Are you scared about something, Medusa? You can tell me about it. I'll listen. It's just us here, and my lips are sealed. Everyone knows I'm good at keeping secrets.
All right, I guess I'll tell you.
All right, go on.
Velvet and her friends left to go fight one last battle.
Right here.
It's a really important fight. For you, for me, and for everyone in the whole wide world.
How important is it?
More than I can even imagine. And right now, nobody knows how it'll go, or what will happen afterward.
That sounds scary.
It is. That's why I was thinking of praying for you to be safe, sweetie. No matter what happens. But it just feels strange to do that.
Strange? Why?
Well, my god was someone who'd take away the feelings of those who prayed to him.
That's silly. Wouldn't he get lonely if he had nobody to pray to him?
Yeah, I think he would.
I think I understand. Something really big is about to happen and you're worried because you have no one to depend on. Don't worry, I'm right here with you, Medusa. And so are Dial, and Orthy, and Russ, and even the Rhino Stagros. So you're not alone.
Kamawana.
Or maybe a kid, a lizard, 2 dogs, and a beetle aren't much to depend on.
No, I think I can count on all of you more than I can that god at this point. Thank you, sweetie.
Better than a god. I'm not sure I'd go that far. But if I'm ever in danger, I know my mom will come rescue me. I know she will, so don't worry about me.
You're right. Your mother will protect you. I promise.
Yep, I know it.
Oh, Kamawana, Medusa. Surely there's some way we can save Kamawana and the others. I couldn't tell you. I just feel like I have to do something.
Just keep going.
Kamawana.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely one of those conversations that ended about 6 times.
Right
Good
foot
luck.
bangs!
Also, is it just me, or have they gotten less annoying?
I think they were kind of less annoying there.
I feel like it's just the lack of screaming.
Yeah, probably. Fashion?
And now, at long last, it's time to clock in my Terraria time.
Whoa, the swimsuit's so basic. I expected them to be a little bit different. I don't know why. It's fine.
Where's the class? Where's the tact?
Doesn't exist. Didn't I click this guy?
For them, I could expect it.
A merchant friend who works with the Abbey told me about this one weird Class 4 island. Some exorcist went there, and when they came back, they were laid up in bed, having awful nightmares and saying strange things in their sleep.
What sort of things?
Stuff like the walls moving and attacking them, fairies flying in front of them. All kinds of weird.
Couldn't those just be demons they saw there?
Hey, I ain't done. Towards the end, they were talking about not wanting to see people's backs, that they hated them.
They hated backs? What could that mean?
I don't know. That's what
Yeah, I get
makes
the
it
joke,
so
and I don't get it.
strange.
Maybe they saw the back of some demon on the island and they don't want to be reminded.
Your guess is as good as mine. But if you do decide to go, you'd best watch your backs.
I think this is a butterfly situation. I think it was a random thing that had a demon on its back.
I
Hey,
don't know.
teacher? You
I don't think I
managed
was
to
gonna say
decipher
what it
what the
was.
ancient book had to say about Inominat's awakening, didn't you?
Right after we escaped from Titania, yes. I'm just sorry it wasn't of much use to you.
Oh, come on, Grim.
I'd say it turned out all right.
That's not for you to decide.
You're not seriously blaming Grimm for all that.
No, I'm not. But I'd still like to know anything more specific about Inominat.
Please, tell us what you've learned.
All right? What Inominat needs to fully awaken isn't a large quantity of malevolence, but rather the quality of it, in 8 types. Specifically, he needs despair, hatred, greed, conceit, lust, obsession, cowardice, and selfishness.
If each was assigned to a single Therian, then Velvet would be
Just
hatred
you.
and Kamawana greed, right?
Medusa
supposed
would
to
be
mean.
conceit.
Nothing.
Teresa is lust. And Orthrus, obsession?
And cowardice for Griffin. That leaves the Rhino Stagros with selfishness.
But Artorius was trying to steal despair from me. How does that fit in? 8 types of malevolence and only 7 Therians. It definitely doesn't add up. Whatever the case, it seems obtaining this 8th malevolence is the final obstacle before Inominat's full awakening.
I see. That would certainly explain Artorius' behavior. His plan was to foster profound hatred within Velvet, before plunging her into despair.
And he used her brother to do it.
If that's true, gathering all the Therians served a greater purpose. Right now, the Abbey has no means to collect despair.
But with Teresa dead, shouldn't a new Therian have taken her place?
Yeah, but after we killed her, the Abbey still went out of their way to try to capture me. That must mean they haven't been able to secure the new Therian. And even if they did, it wouldn't have despair.
That's a good point. Artorius spent 3 long years trying to foster the despair within you. If that is indeed the specific type of malevolence Inominat needs, it must not be something one can find overnight.
Right. We need to attack while there's still time.
Indeed. Yet,
Is something troubling you?
yes. It comes down to the very idea of quality where malevolence is concerned. When you talk about the relative quality of something, what you're really talking about is its purity. That would mean that Therians pick out and devour this pure malevolence.
Yeah.
But malevolence by its very nature is impure. Therefore, for some person or creature to become a Therian, they'd need to be responsive to a purity of impurity. Surely few could ever meet such a stringent criterion.
So we don't need to worry so much?
Oh, but I think I know someone who fits that description. Perhaps a certain succession of top exorcists who have tried to suppress and purify the spread of malevolence.
You don't mean...
It's just a concern. For now, at least.
Whoa. There's still no sprint button if you were curious. I don't know which way we're actually going here. Maybe it's this way? That leads to the ice field. That's also the ice field. Okay, so I've heard an ice field, dude.
If only I could just use my power to
Okay.
seal Inominat.
Looks like you're raring to go, eh, Laphicet? Just don't be too eager to help, okay? You've got a bad habit of trying to play the good guy.
Oh no, I'm not a good guy. I'm a selfish, wicked little boy.
Oh, is that so?
But if you acknowledge your own selfishness, then it's something you've chosen for yourself, right?
Yeah,
Then we have that in common. Now, all that's left is to follow your own creed. Only that.
Besides, I'm a demon. Even if you were the worst of the worst, I'd be like, cool.
thanks, Aizen. Thanks, Rokuro.
Velvet. Don't give up on Laphicet just yet, okay?
So, you were eavesdropping on us at the inn.
Heavens! I never knew a praetor to be so utterly shameless!
All right, I was. But that's not what I'm trying to say here. What I'm trying to say is...
I know. No matter how selfish you are, life's empty without anyone to share it with.
Correct. She's got a point.
More than anything, I don't want to give up. Not on myself.
Ready to bust some heads. I've been waiting a whole week to rip someone to shreds.
Violent.
I don't think so. Mystery cave. This just leads back.
We will need to be extremely wary.
How could this happen? Yes!
This could be going a good bit better. But that is way too small of an enemy.
Guardian was angry at
Hyper velocity boots?
I was gonna say.
What is all this?
Oh, calm down. It's just steam.
Really? Oh, I get it. Mount Killeros is melting the bottom of the glacier.
Of course. The heat and the cold are engaged in a futile war. Just like someone I know.
Why not worry about the path you're taking?
The path I'm taking?
Oh, hot!
Wait, beneath this ice?
Is boiling hot water.
How can you be so calm right now? One false step and we're poached!
Probably.
If you don't slip, you won't die.
For the Reaper, you're certainly optimistic.
Where's that famous apathy of yours today, Magulu?
Who cares about apathy? Especially when I got friends as depraved as you.
Goes.
Woo, it's a biggie.
Thermal skewer! Rise thunder! Thermal skewer! Rise thunder! Thermal skewer! Blade of heaven! Rise thunder! How did this happen? Thermal skewer! Rise thunder! Thermal skewer! Rise thunder! Now, rise! Arise!
Big
Ascended
sand.
Angel!
Boom.
Yes! Thermal skewer! Rise thunder! Lavender and violet gather! Violet ray!
Try as they might, it won't change.
Go patch boot. Not a school site for velocity boots, unfortunately.
It is tragic.
Yoink. 333.
You're strong, but I'm stronger. You're wide open!
Thermal skewer! Rise thunder! Thermal skewer! Rolling black quagmire, no escape! Looks like you're gonna be
You're wide open!
Thermal skewer! Lavender and violet gather!
Wind, kill them to the
Violet
bone!
ray!
Frigid photon! Skies like the dial! Illusory veil! Stone
Blade
lance!
of heaven's will pierce Violet ray!
Tremble! Black step! Winds, kill them to the
Why
bone!
did they just
Ready to
bypass
die?
that?
Think you can dodge? Just try! Perfect mayhem!
Rolling black gonna be
Fly away, little birdie.
Okay. Fly away, little birdie, fly away. That classic guys in one-liner. I think it's time for some chaos, chaos, chaos.
Whoa, like Jevil.
That clan?
None of that works.
What do you mean?
Not everyone's a clown.
If he is.
We will need to be extremely wary.
Blades of wind, slice them! Air thrust!
Thermal skewer!
Skies like beguile!
Lavender and violet gather!
Blades of wind, slice them!
Okay, so I'm guessing we're gonna need to do something specific here. Amorphous Armored Fiend. Last Sword of Armor Crusher. Okay, Roaring Thunder. And Thermal Skewer. Start with that. Okay, so we just need this thing. Treble Strike. Okay. They just reflect stuff, but I'm not sure what I need to do. Maybe it's just something they don't resist. Darkness or something. Is darkness a type?
I think so.
Into the fray.
Okay.
See this?
Only 900 HP. So it really is just doing a specific thing.
Form 6! Form 6! Rip them apart!
It has to be a type they don't resist. I assume. I don't know what that is though, or if there even is one. Because I would think maybe a Mystic Harp. I think that's still... We've done no damage to it. Maybe I can heal it? Doesn't Magulu have the fairy circle? That looked a whole lot like Explode and not Fairy Circle.
Dark despair, kindle a beacon of hope! Too slow!
I wonder if mine's gonna work. Counters don't work. Velvet things don't work. What are we thinking, Druid?
I feel like you don't have that many options.
Flash step! Stone left!
You're all about to get a lot closer, like heal us! Gravity mine! First hit lock!
Velvet!
Witch Blast, don't do it.
Caught you!
Look at shooting star!
I'm taking you've tried Spell Absorber.
I mean, I don't think that's gonna help. They don't use spells.
Didn't they use a spell?
No.
I guess they used just a magical attack that didn't require any casting. I guess that would be different.
Yeah, so I'm wondering if
Too slow.
I will go easy on you!
Caught you.
You're all about to get a light healer! First aid! Crushing weight! Shield sequence!
I was wondering if the mines could maybe do it. That would be my main thing, but I feel like there has to be some sort of move that just has an element that doesn't reflect. But I don't know what that is.
Have you tried Rokuro's counter?
Yep. And it does not do anything. It reflects my counter.
That makes sense, yeah.
Because it is every element, right? Earth, wind, fire, water. Yeah, those are 2 counters. And physical. No other weaknesses. And you can't inflict the stuff either. Like the armored or amorphous or fiend, because you're not damaging it. And I've even tried like fully charging a block into a move as well. To see if it would break it.
Tried all of that stuff.
I haven't tried every single one of her moves, no.
One more so just Devouring Claw, Mystic Art, Pool.
Well, you can't do Mystic Art unless you hit them.
Oh,
And Devouring Claw, they do reflect.
Blade of Heaven's will
Well, it's really
pierce
close. It's gonna be something like just specific, like one of those things, or if it's gonna be
Blade of Heaven's
uses
will
one
pierce
specific
mine
move with one
enemies.
specific character.
Crossfire! Blade of Heaven's will pierce mine enemies!
I really, really would like to use this move.
Looks like Blade of Heaven's will pierce mine enemies! Looks like you're gonna be put on ice!
Kill them to the bone.
Looks like you're gonna be put on ice! Hope this works! Aqua split!
That hurt. I don't know then. Because I don't think I can use like first aid or anything.
Skewer! Oh, what in the world?
Dark despair. Kindle a beacon of hope.
Life's blessing! When it comes to pain, it's better to give than receive!
Pummel.
When it comes to pain, it's better to give than receive! Earthquake!
Step. Flash.
Fairy circle!
Hmm.
Like a shooting star!
I assume they're also gonna eat Eleanor's move.
Like that's a habit! I can heal the wound!
Yeah.
Heal the pain! First aid!
But I can't inflict any elements, I don't think.
Violet gather! How did this happen? Ta-ta! Rolling black quagmire!
I guess I can do some items. Is there any items I can throw at them? Has damage received by friend and foe in battle. Also, enemy move for 5 seconds in battle. Ineffective level 20 plus foes. I don't think we need to have their movement. I feel like it has to be some really, really stupid thing, so I think we have to look it up. I don't think there's an answer.
Spectral crystal.
Mm-hmm. I assume it has to be a specific art or an item or something weird. Or like reflect the reflected attack at him. I don't know. I tried healing him, didn't work. If there's a way you can hint at it, nice. But if it's like
Light of light, illuminate us! Yes! Light of light, illuminate us! Light! Yes! Light of light, illuminate us!
Forget the
I can
pain and
heal the
move.
wounds, but I can't heal the pain! Hope this works!
Lavender and Violet gather! This works!
I'm not sure how well this is gonna work.
Is it hot or is it just me?
What do you mean?
Lavender and Violet gather! Violet Ray! Hope this works! Aqua Split! Violet Ray! Is it hot or is it just me? Ray! Crowd Fire!
Oh, well, one solution is just to swap it to the easier difficulty, then he just doesn't deflect stuff.
When it comes to pain, it's better to give
Do
than
the what?
receive.
Just on easier difficulty, he just doesn't deflect things, so he just kind of dies.
Okay. What's the other way?
But the main method, I feel like there's not really much I can do to hint at it, and I feel like even if I hinted it really well, you wouldn't come to this conclusion.
Looks like you're gonna
Okay.
be put on ice.
But essentially, apparently there's armor that allows you to reflect damage that you nullify.
Do we know what it is? Maybe I just happen to have it.
Well, I know they said there's a void ring, which is in a chest near him, and that apparently does something.
Well, yeah, but that's probably just part of it. Like, say I have void rings and it gives you... Like, this one's a 5% chance to nullify non-elemental damage. Is that what I need?
I think so. And that's just, you also need the thing too. I think it said it's a piece of armor.
Yeah, but what is it? And it might need to upgrade.
Well, it just says that it says percent chance to reflect damage on negate, or just always reflect damage on negate.
It doesn't say a name or anything? I assume it has to be upgraded, but... Oh, reflect 10% of nullified damage?
Probably.
Did I just get hit by full attacks, or does blocking help too?
I'm not sure.
Because I have a 10% chance to nullify or reflect nullified damage, and I have a 5% chance to nullify. But it says non-elemental. Is there something I need to do?
I mean, at least that void sphere you seem to be non-elemental.
Okay, so maybe I just need more non-elemental immunity? If I can even do that? Is there a specific, like, character or something that can do it? Something like this would make it do less damage.
Okay. It says with stuff like Rokuro and Velvet's Break Soul, getting hit during their invincibility part nullifies it, so that can reflect it.
So what does that mean?
You just want to counter his attacks, and then that'll reflect 10% of the damage of the attack.
But I need the reflect thing on them?
Yeah.
Okay, well I might have to do it on Velvet, because it was a specific armor.
The
That-
reflex waistcoat apparently also works.
The what?
Reflex waistcoat.
Is that something I have?
I'm not sure. That's just another thing it said, which I figured that would mean that it's male armor.
I don't have it. At least I don't see it. There's... For me, it's just I have a a random skill that reflects 10% of nullified damage.
That should work.
And then probably the Void Ring, right? Because that is just
no harm in it.
I guess I can see if I have anything else. Do I just want non-elemental damage reduced? Is that what I'm looking for? Because I can do that.
I'm not sure if that would even help or reduce the amount of damage you do.
Yeah, but isn't that what the Void Ring does too?
I mean, that's a chance to nullify it. And then when it's nullified, it's reflected.
Is there any rates that help me with this? Any weapon? I wonder if I want to try to run something that'll make me do more damage against them. This is like capability against fiends.
Your troubles receive light back. Devour. Liquidate. Heaven's wrath. Devour.
How do I have to like miss or something?
Heaven's wrath.
I'm not sure exactly.
Is there any way I can get more of the stuff back? Yeah, I can't activate Claw without hitting.
Doesn't go that have to activate, I don't think. It's just you're invincible during like the startup animation. Something along these lines.
See this? Air thrust!
I'll help you. Whoa there! I will go.
Pretty sure I take damage in it. Is there a way I can die quickly? Or just leave the fight? I guess I can flee, right? Or can I not flee this fight?
Smash them! See ya!
Okay. Still am curious on what a good way I'm supposed to do that, unless I'm just supposed to come back with specific armor. That gave me a Void Ring, but the Void Ring doesn't even help me. It also disappeared. Does it just respawn?
Hard, probably.
Let me see. Kind of messed up for it to completely disappear forever. I assume.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I can't keep up VG, and it seems like I have to be able to hit it. So I think I need nullification, regardless. But I think it might just be impossible to do right now. That's what I'm getting from it. It's not really. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, my time to shine.
Probably change some of my arts back. I mean, that's probably fine, honestly. Okay. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure how you're supposed to deal with that super effectively. I mean, I could just turn down difficulty to fight it, but we'll see.
Scout ship depart.
To be fair, I was right about it being damage reflection being the way to kill it, but
Yeah. It's just the damage reflection you tried just doesn't work.
yeah, any of it. Because I figured Velvet's would hit through and then make me immune where I could hit through it. Or that Rokuro's counter would be enough to do it, but it reflects both those things.
That's what I find crazy. I feel like the counter is like
The sky.
what I'd expect to be
The
the solution to
snow.
that boss,
It's all
Yeah.
red.
not some obscure items.
To be
So
fair, I
this
also
is a
think
Scarlet
Velvet.
Knight.
I think both
Pretty
make sense.
strange, isn't it?
Because
It's
supposed to give like
amazing.
invincibility. Especially Rokuro's like actual reflection. So
It's not like I'm happy about it or anything.
If you're worried about Laffy or Celica, you don't need to be. I was just wondering what makes the moon turn so red.
They say the Crimson Moon is a gate to beyond, and is proof of humanity's sins.
A sign of sin, huh? Maybe the moon drinks up the innocent blood spilled by the wicked.
My, it would take a wicked mind indeed to come up with something like that.
Please, don't say such frightening things.
A scarlet night occurs whenever a full moon is in a certain position. The land and the moon pull at each other, and Earth Pulse energy spills into the sky, turning it red.
Yes, and the amount of power is said to create enough mana to affect even an Empyrean.
So that's why the ritual is done on a Scarlet Night.
But the world of humanity is violent, and the Earth Pulse is stained with all the blood spilled throughout history. So Rokuro's theory might have hit a little closer to the truth than expected.
Oh, a wild guess hits the mark.
Don't get used to it.
It sure does look grim, though.
Yeah.
yeah. I don't want to attract all the enemies. I don't even need the cat souls. Not even relevant.
That's the cave. I can feel a powerful earth pulse flowing inside it.
I
It
feel like
looks
I'm
like
gonna
we
get
can
jumped
reach
before I
the
can
core
reach
from
it.
there.
It's a big open area. I can't even geoboard. The what? They're speaking clear obscure. I can't read it.
Screw.
This old man's about to get chopped.
Like a block.
All right, Velvet. I think it's time you let us in on your plan for how we escape if and when the volcano erupts.
There is no plan.
Oh, what? Then even if we awaken the elemental Empyreans, we're still toast!
I'm not going to die.
Well, I'm super happy for you, but what about the rest of us?
I'm sure you'll all make it.
Don't you think you're being a bit blithe?
I doubt there'll be an eruption at all. We'll only be using the volcano's life spring to push souls into the earth pulse. I don't think that should have much of an impact on the volcano's activity itself.
Well, if you say so. That's a load off.
Aye. But the ancients also say that when the four Empyreans awaken, there's a great shift in the earth. If they're angry about being roused from their slumber, I don't think a volcanic eruption is something we can rule out.
See? What did I tell you?
Really, I'm sure we'll be fine. If the volcano erupts, we'll just deal with it.
You're starting to sound like Velvet.
You look sure of yourself, but I'm still nervous.
It may be best to write up a will. Eisen, do you have a pen and paper?
Yeah, but I'm using them.
That's enough.
You already know how this will turn out, right?
Oh, so you figured that out.
It wasn't hard. Besides, it's not like you have anyone to give a will to.
Oof, way to cut to the quick.
Got him. The heck bat.
Ooh, it's a biggie.
Whoa, like someone taking Berseria. I haven't taken more Wizard than one.
See this? See this? Slice them. See this?
Armor Crusher.
Form 7.
Yeah.
See this? See this? Armor Crusher. Form 6. Illusory Veil. See this? See this? Armor Crusher.
I have a pretty good track record with bats, so.
Armor Crusher. Form 6. Form 7. See this? See this? Blades of Wind. Slice them.
Remind me of something.
See this? See this? See
Whatever
this?
can be
Armor
referring
Crusher.
to.
Armor Crusher.
Stop! Why am I being resurrected? I'm not even dead.
Form 7. Form 7. Strike. Form.
I can't. Why did you get knocked down the moment I used my counter?
Armor Crusher. Form 7. Smash them. Form 7. You're wide open. This is the Reaper's power.
Ate these stupid bats.
See this? See this? See this? See this? Form 7. Form 7. See this? See this?
That's terrible.
Put up
I feel like I had a good combo for him, but I guess not. It's just really hoping for the best.
You're strong, but I'm stronger. See this? See this? Form 7. Form 6. Form 6. Form 6. You're wide open.
Get him, boys!
Form 6. One down. Kill them to the bone. See this? See this? Form 7. Frigid Photon.
Are there more? Perfalmost victory!
I feel like Eleanor might be the better pick here.
Understood. Ooh, it's a biggie! Thermal Skewer! Rise Thunder! Thermal Skewer! Rise Thunder! Thermal Skewer! Rise Thunder!
Illusory Veil. Blaze of Wind. Slice them.
Thermal Skewer! Rise Thunder! Thermal Skewer! Yes! Spell Absorber! How could I be so weak?
Oh? Okay, rat.
You're wide open.
Now, rise, arise, ascending, angel! And another
You're wide open. Burn. Die or be killed. Blaze of Wind. Slice them. You're wide open. Die or be killed. Who wants some help? You're wide open. Die or be killed. That's all, huh?
Now, rise, arise, ascending, angel!
Guys like Beguile. You're wide open. Die or be killed.
Come on, put up some fight, okay?
I would have never expected Mogulo to carry that hard in a fight.
Honestly, same. Kind of a pushover.
I think I kind of destroyed. To be fair, I don't even know how Eleanor died. I don't know what did 2,000 damage to her in literally 0.1 second when she wasn't even stunned, but, you know, impressive. Damn, I don't even have my bonus anymore. Probably because Eleanor died. And no fault of my
One
own.
might argue, definitely.
I just hear random magic sounds. I don't necessarily
will.
see any breakable walls to reach said magic sounds. I don't know if it's just crystal. Yeah. Very ominous though. This is a very interesting walk, by the way. That is a
don't
whole
you.
lot of enemies. I simply avoid them all.
We will need to be extremely
failed.
wary.
Why'd I just hold that forever?
Whew, I thought we were done for.
Why are these so bad?
It's a biggie. Yes, I know. I'm incredible.
I maxed my old flyers, dude.
No way.
I can put on some topaz paper. I don't have my geoboard, Jared. What am I supposed to do? Slowly maneuver?
Walk.
You can even consider this walking.
Woo, it's a biggie.
Blades of wind, slice them! Airstrike! That's all, huh? You're wide open! Die or be killed! Dead yet?
I will go easy on you! Rise Thunder! Thermal Skewer! I'll help you! Boy, I will go easy on you! Lebanon, Marlin Gather! Violet Ray!
Phantoms, rip them apart!
Thermal Skewer! I'll help you! Rise Thunder! Thermal Skewer!
Hellgate!
Divine Favor! Rise Thunder! Thermal Skewer!
You're wide open! Dead yet?
Rise Thunder!
Rip them apart!
Rise Thunder! Thermal Skewer!
things popped
They're
out.
getting handled, dude.
Yep, it's a whimsical wonderland over here.
Whoa. Remember, your same equipment improved by each enemy in the same battle, so if you're hunting a specific enemy for its equipment drop, save that enemy for last. However, defeating enemies with Mystic Arts is a much higher chance, so if you can create an opportunity to defeat a greater number of enemies with Mystic Arts, you should take it. Bet. To be fair, if any of my Mystic Arts were like good AoE, I would 100% do that. Unfortunately, I don't think any of them are AoE in the slightest.
Strong, but I'm stronger. You're wide open!
Spirit release! You wronged me! Here's your justice! Fighting order!
Phantoms, rip them apart!
Left and lower together! Right thunder! Thermal skewer!
Another victory.
Go here. I almost wonder if I should just spam Roaring Thunder. I feel like it might just be better than Thermal Skewer for the most part.
We will need to be extremely wary.
Wind, kill them to the bone! Too slow!
Right thunder! Divine favor! Right thunder! How did this happen? Right thunder! How did this happen?
I am the prey! See this? See this? See this? Frickin' photon! See this? Illusory veil! See this? Armor crusher! Thorn 6! Kill them to the bone! Thorn 6! Thorn 6! Thorn 6! Flash! You're wide open! That's something. See this? See this? Kill them to the bone! Thorn 6! Frickin' photon! Thorn 6! The Reaper's power! Flash them! Thorn 6! Hellgate! 6! Thorn 6! Hellgate! Thorn 6! Thorn 6! Thorn 6! Thorn 6!
Gaze upon my fiery mirror!
Thorn 6! Thorn 6! See this? Thorn 6!
You're gonna be put on
Well, how's it going?
Thorn 6! Frickin' killing flash! When I'm this close, I won't miss! Form 0! Thunder! See this? See this? See this? See this? See this? Form 6! Wind, kill them! See this? See this? See this? Form 7! See this? See this? See this? Form 1!
Oh, my bad. Perfect read, I guess.
Leave this to me! How did this happen? Stop it! Enough waiting! Take that! Devour! Splitter! That'll drink it! Drink it! Splitter! What? No escape! Finish! Nice! Villain! Leave this to me! Ha! Ha! Ride thunder!
Illusory veil!
Ride thunder! How did this happen?
You're wide open!
Ride thunder! Ha! Ride thunder! Ride thunder!
You're wide open!
Got him.
That was tougher than I would have liked.
Form 8 Magma Tower? You ended up fighting the Red Demon?
Forms.
I tried. I really
Leave the
did.
fighting to
And it seemed pretty impossible for us to do right this second. So, yeah. Yeah, it's tricky. Yeah, we looked it up after I tried literally everything, and I figured it would be reflecting the attack. It was one of the first things I tried after it reflected a majority of stuff. I figured like Rokuro's thing could do it, but then it can't, and then Velvet also can't do it. But then it turns out you need a specific armor and stuff, and then do that stuff. So it's whatever. I honestly feel like the armor is like a cool concept to do, but I still feel like Rokuro's thing at least should go through it.
So cold. Getting sleepy.
If you fall asleep, we're leaving you.
That was
always
Magma
ready
Tower.
to fight.
Blades of wind, slice them! Hoofla! Blades of wind, slice them! Air thrust! Formate! Blades of wind, slice them! Air thrust! Stone! You're wide open! Formate! Die or be killed! Formate! Dead yet? See this? Formate! Formate! You're wide open! Dead yet? See this? Formate!
We won, right?
That's kind of sick.
Right?
I wonder if I do want to mix it with the other one, though. Like it said it goes out of Form 1 really well. Which I can believe. I might already have it? Maybe.
For what? Formate! For what? Formate!
Rendon Flash, Terran now! Dark Fang!
For what? Formate!
Dark Fang!
For what? Formate!
Unbeatable!
For what? Formate!
I think it's reflect percent
Isn't
and
it hard
nullify
to
damage
wield a
and
blade
Roku's
in
break
each
so with that sometimes works.
My weapons are a part of me.
Yeah, I mean I do have one of them, but I only have it on what's it, one of these coats. I think it's the this one, the Mithril Garment. It reflects 10% of nullified damage. But Rokuro's thing doesn't nullify it for whatever reason. And plus I can't equip that piece. So. And like I said, I don't have any of that stuff that Rokuro can equip. So, it just doesn't work. Rokuro's Break Soul does nullify. I think there's also skills that nullify damage too, like invincibility for X seconds at the start of battle. Yeah, to be fair, the invincibility doesn't really work unless it's like a lot of time, because 3 seconds? I don't even think they're going to throw an attack in 3 seconds. So, and it would not like kill, so I feel like that's kind of useless. And some skills, I don't think most skills besides just break souls would nullify, because technically like you have iframes, like even things, but I don't think iframes really count in those situations, because like the attacks just don't make contact with you. That's why I feel like the only one that does work would be Rokuro's. Those skills like grant a % chance to nullify certain element damage. Yeah, but isn't it non-elemental? Because I only had ones that nullify non-elemental. And they weren't even that great. Yeah, I had the Void Ring equipped for it. Because I have plenty of them. But it doesn't really help. So this one's a chance to nullify non-elemental damage. Only a 5% chance. And it was not proccing. Yeah. I think I just need to get the version for Rokuro's thing. But then even with stuff, yeah, you need the 5% chance of Rokuro's break soul plus reflex skill. Yeah, and I was trying to do it on Velvet, but I couldn't like fill up my souls like at all because you know you can't attack it. So it's like I have to use items or like wait for it. And I think it might have been like a certain skill restored one on one of my people, because I was getting it occasionally, but I don't think you just get it over time. So I feel like someone must have been giving it to me.
Yeah, because it's not like you were applying any statuses.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And I don't think they just go over time. I don't know who was doing it. The alternative message just dropped if it cannot easy where weakness and resistance no longer exist. Yeah. I just don't necessarily want to do that, and I'm fine. It's just I need to wait to get skills. Which I think is kind of a lame way of doing it. Like I said, I think just in general, making it to where you have to use like Rokuro's counter or like Velvet's iframes already would be enough. But like you can't even build up soul against it. Because you know it just reflects attacks. So I feel like it's kind of a bad method of implementing something like that. Even though I think the concept's really cool. Because again, I like them having the gimmicks and stuff. And like that one being like a very good gimmick.
A new recipe!
It just kind of sucks. Perfect sidesteps or the enemy using break soul can give you a soul. So yeah, it was probably them using break soul then. And sidestep, I don't know if it works really well against that guy at least. I feel like I would try and sidestep it, but then you dodge like the first step and then get hit by the others, so it doesn't even give it. Okay.
Everyone ready to play?
Yup, yup.
Earth and wind, call in the spirits! Blades of wind, slice them! Air blast! For one! For me! Blades of...
Yep, there we go.
You're wide open! Die! Skies like the dial! Illusory veil!
Uh-oh. I'm to lock in for a second.
Tremble! Photon! Pummel!
Looks like they're gonna be Rise Thunder! Rise Thunder! Rise Thunder! Take the heavy! Come out! Hi! Rise Thunder! Blessing Blow! Hope this works! Rise Thunder! Hope this works! Ouch! Light me up! Looks like you're gonna be Rise Thunder! Take the heavens! Take this! Ready? Thunder!
That's cool.
See this?
Explode!
For one!
Split!
Form second!
Spell Absorber!
See this? See this?
Looks like you're gonna be put on ice!
See this? For me! You're wide open! Burn! Die or be killed! See this? For me! Winds chill them to the bone! See this? For me!
Incandescent
For one! For me! Ready to die? Think you can dodge?
Yeah, I think this
Just
guy's
try.
probably gonna be able to go
Perfect
down.
mayhem. Skies like beguile! Illusory veil! For one! For me! See this? See this? Don't despair. For one! For me! For one! For me!
Blast away the shadows of darkness!
See this? For me! Step! You're wide open! See this? For me! Tremble! For one! Step! Tremble! Black step!
Spirit release! You wronged me! Here's your justice!
Oh,
Fight in
fully
order!
with them in a second.
Winds chill them to the bone!
I'll bring you!
Vengeance!
Surely
Winds
Black
chill
Catfire,
them
no
to the
escape!
bone! See this? For me! Black step! For one! For me! Winds chill them to the bone! Skies like beguile! Vengeance! Illusory veil!
Yep, that's how they get you.
Smash them! See this? For me! You're wide open!
Whew! I thought we were done for.
Okay. That's where I came from, was down there. Save. But only 2 enemies in the whole game have it, I think, and they're both optional. Gotcha. Yeah, well, hopefully things won't be that bad. And we'll be able just to make it through. I just, like I said, we need to get a random skill, which kinda not so cool. Sorry, there was a follow-up to the comment. Oh, yeah. I figured. Honestly, like I said, it's like this game is really like good. Like I feel like the story's pretty good. I think there's some parts that are kind of bad. But in my opinion, a lot of the systems are also like it's like they're just not perfect. Like I don't mind the soul gauge, except the losing the soul gauge and stuff like that. Like, I feel like Tales of Rise was way better with that, like how the gauge worked. Because I feel like losing them is just like such a pain. And it's not like anything you're really making a mistake doing. It just happens, and then you get crippled. So that kind of sucks. Yeah, losing them is really annoying. Yeah, it's like obviously you can somewhat prevent it, but it basically means don't attack. But it's like also bosses can just pretty much again break soul, and then what do? It's like you get a soul back, but then you also lose that soul, and then lose another soul, and then you're stunned and die. Like really cool. Yeah, besides that, it's just the equipment. I feel like the equipment in like a game like this, it should be like really rewarding and simple. You know? Like I said, like Vesperia probably did that the best. Where it's simple. It's like you get money from fighting enemies, and then you buy weapons and you master them. It's really cool. Plus enemies guard so much, it can feel like a turn-based game.
Everyone ready to play?
See again, I dodge it just to get hit and then I still lose soul.
See this? See this? See this?
I just think it's stupid because it feels like the entire time it's not even like playing. How'd that hit me? Like it's pretty much just holding this until you can break, just for them to guard immediately.
It was a close one. But
like I said, it's also just the being ganged up on enemies that makes it really unfun. Because it feels like you basically have to play using one skill, or again, use Velvet's iframes or Magulu's range, and just spam Meteor. And that's like the only way to effectively deal with those enemies. Because like, what are you supposed to do? Because they literally circle around you, and then they just take turns attacking you, and then they're invincible. And you have to hope that you inflict something on them to be able to stun them, to get more break soul, to be able to do any damage.
Facing Shigure soon.
And so it can just be very, very
not long
annoying.
now. I know this is a weird
I
time
think
to
the
bring
boss
this up,
fights are pretty
Officer,
good.
but
Just because you can
there's
just
something I've been
wait for an
meaning to ask
opportunity,
you.
so you charge up your little
Alright.
break move, and
Ask
then you can do some
away.
damage and stuff, and that's
I
cool.
knew you'd say that.
But the enemy counters feel
So,
just super
How
bad.
was your bath and Mercio?
Unless you're just abusing
Huh?
Velvet or Magula stuff.
You went in with Velvet, right? Just between us guys. What was it like?
What are you getting at, Roguro?
Let me in on this too. It'll be our secret.
Not you too, Aizen!
There's nothing to be ashamed of. There are just certain times in life when you need to find your resolve and seize the opportunity. We just want to know what your resolve got you.
Right. It's like a test.
Stop it! I didn't go into the bath with her!
Well, that's a shame. That might have been your one shot. Once you're all grown up, you won't be able to get away with it.
That's why I didn't do it. I'm tired of Velvet treating me like a little kid.
Bravo!
You passed the test.
Right. You don't need me to watch over you anymore.
Why did you laugh like that?
We're just happy that you're growing up.
I don't understand you two. If you're just gonna pick on me, go away.
We're sorry, but I really needed that. Laughter's good for the soul.
Roguro, were you feeling tense?
You wouldn't think it, huh? But now I can fight like I always do. I owe you, Laphicet.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Looks like the next test is yours.
Yeah. Laphicet.
We're gonna put him
Aizen,
down.
Watch me prove myself.
I'm gonna spam so many attacks. And I'm gonna probably hit a counter that won't be rewarding at all because it'll miss him and it won't down him and I'll just lose the soul.
They will move against us.
He's not really the imaginative type. He'll be out in the open,
Isn't that
waiting
what it's
for
all
us.
for?
No. Like, I think overall the game's good, but I think I can compare it a little bit to Shyness, just because I've played both recently, you know. Shyness does it poorly because the gameplay is incredibly difficult and requires everything to be precise and
We
everything.
don't need to worry about
But
an ambush.
it's clunky and
Shigure is
terrible,
waiting for us ahead.
right? So basically, expects perfection when the system isn't perfect,
Don't get careless. Better watch your step.
right? This is more, it doesn't expect perfection in the slightest, but it's clunky, and it's less clunky. How do you catch me out of the air?
See this? Formate! Blaze of wind, slice them! See this? Formate! See this? Formate! Wind blast! Too slow! Skies like beguile! See this? Formate! See this? See this? Formate! For one! See this? Formate!
I think the weird part about this game, right,
Skies like beguile! See this?
is that the enemies just have constant like iframes and guard, right? But like in something like Vesperia, the whole point is that you're supposed to attack them while they're attacking because they don't have their guard up. But it's like this, you have to wait for their attack to be done, hope that you have a fully charged thing, and then hope that that's enough to be able to break them.
Well then,
So
let's move
it can
on.
just be a bit annoying. I actually don't really want to fight all these enemies, if you believe it.
Move it or die. See this? Formate!
Got my sidestep really helped me there.
Pummel! Wind blast! Blast step!
Spirit release! You rolled!
Gather a demon with reflecting action in this dungeon. Yeah, but do I
If you
actually
wanna
need
live, get out of
reflection,
my-
or does it just reflect some attacks? But it's not resist everything. Gotcha.
I can fight too!
Skies like
Blade of
beguile!
Void fire!
They totally got me.
See this? Formate! You're wide open! See this? See this? See this?
Sorry. Sometimes I forget that because the guard thing, it basically means I have to spam my 1 HP moves, or my 1 caustic moves that do nothing. And they get hit during it, yeah.
See this? See this? See this? Formate! See this? See this? See this? Formate! Wind chilled them to the bone! See this?
But again, to even do that, I need to have
If you want to live,
4
get out
gosh
of
darn
my-
things.
Move it or die. Skies like beguile! See this? Formate! See this? Formate!
Yeah, same man.
See this?
Yep, there we go, stunned. Thank you for trying.
See this? See this? See this? Wide open! See this? See this?
Looks like you're gonna be surprised!
See this? Attention!
Void fire!
See this? See this? Blast step!
It's like the only real counter in the game is Zelda.
For one! Formate! Illusory tail! See this? See this? See this?
Spell absorber!
See this? See this? Formate! You're wide open! See this?
That wasn't worth the effort.
Yeah, I don't know, it's just tough. Because I also don't think that having red souls or whatever should make it like as bad as it does.
Blast away the shadow of darkness! Whoa there!
Wind blast!
Ah!
See this? See this? See this? See this? Winds chill them to the bone! Lords of wind slice them!
Whoa there!
And then anytime you get a soul, guess what? It's broken and you die.
See this? Force six! Rip them apart! Force six! Too slow! Force six!
Spell absorber!
Blast step!
Yeah.
Force six!
Next! You're gonna be
Winds chill them to the bone!
Leave this to me! Rise thunder! Rise thunder! Hey,
I don't know.
is
Like I said,
everyone
it just
alright?
gets tedious because I feel like it just messes with the flow of the game so much. to where it's like you're trying to just fight enemies or bosses, and it's like, oh yeah, I mean, but how about no? Wouldn't it be funny if like we just stopped so you can't do anything? That'd be cool. And that's what they do.
Don't get careless. Is it hot or is it just breaking? I'll help you.
Did you see that?
People do one attack at a time in a game all about combos, and you will like it. Yeah, like that's the one hard part about getting new arts though, is that they cost just like say 50. So it's like you can't even use it. Like say if you have 2 souls, and I'm trying to use what's it? Even Form 1, which is something I started with, and then Magma Tower, I can't do it. So Form 1 has to stun, and the Magma Tower can only hit enemies that got stunned by it. Or I have to burn on the Fire Burst to get enough soul to be able to use this. And so I can use this once. Like say if I wanted to start with Magma Tower, I could, but then also a slow startup. So I have to make sure that all the enemies aren't gonna hit me the 3 seconds while I use a move that would hit them. And then when it doesn't inflict anything, I just do some damage that doesn't do anything. I don't burn them. I don't stun them. I don't get a break soul for it. So it sucks. And then it's like you try to open with like one of these, but again it's slow. Like a very slow move. And you have to fully charge for it to do anything. And then it just consumes basically 1 whole soul. So it's like, you can kind of do it, and it works some of the time. But then a lot of times you're just mashing your weak moves, like say Concealed Blade. Just hoping and waiting for it to proc a soul thing. But then as soon as you get a soul, which feels like it takes forever half the time, it's either takes forever to get 1 soul, or you get it on the first attack. And then it just gets taken away because an enemy stuns you. So just, you know, a little unrewarding. Like I said, it's not like the worst thing ever. I've definitely played worse games and even things with just worse systems. It just feels a bit bad, because like the game just wants you to play Velvet the entire time. And not even all of Velvet, like specific arts on Velvet. Or just spam your break soul. And then it's like, Rokuro's like pretty good in boss fights. You know, but like he sucks at AoE. Because just all of his stuff's slow. But in boss fights, it's not really as big of a deal. Plus he has like the most health out of anyone. So it's like, it can work there. But then it's like, Magulu's kind of good in both, except they get obliterated because they're just like super low HP. And it's like, Aizen and Laphicet are both really good if you can, like, keep your distance. And then Eleanor's pretty good just at clearing out enemies. But not as good in boss fights. But it just sucks. So like, if you want to play Rokuro, you can only do it in boss fights. Because it's just really, really bad a majority of the time. They give them moves. Like, even like this Magma Tower. Like, this Magma Tower move is not going to be good in a boss fight. Because it's going to be way too slow. Has 2 Mist Guards depending on if Rokuro's in the party or not. If Rokuro's in the party, you won't take damage from the Mist Guard. Yeah, I'm planning on using Rokuro just to fight him. Yeah. It's just a very tedious thing. And then plus I also really, and I mean really, don't like the stupid chain thing with like the weakness. Like when you're exploiting weaknesses, you get the little chain thing. I think that's such a bad system. Because you have to rely so much on your companions just like using the moves, and going into their things and changing off all their moves that aren't that is such a pain. And it's like, you can try to exploit it, but also it's like if they're guarding, it doesn't even go through. So I feel like it's just a bad system. I feel like it should just be, if they're weak to it, that move does more damage. Otherwise, you can basically ignore it. And same with resistances. Just like, it does less damage, so you probably don't want to be using that move. I just feel like the chain thing is such a weird thing. As a Velvet spammer, I just change up my moves to hit all the enemy's weaknesses and choose a doable. Yeah, see, that's the issue though if you're not playing Velvet, is like, you just don't have moves that exploit some things. Like, I forget which one it is on Rokuro that he just can't exploit. I mean, Dragon he doesn't have any for. And I think there was another one that I've tried. And I just don't have. So it's like, I need to rely on other people. And plus, like, on Velvet, it's also easy, though, because you can just use your claw and then do the combos and it'll hit, and then it, you know, follows up. Yeah, Velvet has something for everything except Unknown. Yeah. And then it sucks, too, because even, like, Laphicet, Magulu, and Aizen, and even Eleanor, they all have moves, even though they don't cover everything. but then there's spells and physical attacks. So it's like you have to use physical attacks into spells, like point blank, which a lot of the times is not very doable. So you just kind of have to use what moves you can on whatever character and just hope that your team does it. And if you really want to, take off every move besides that, but then that takes forever. So I'm just not a big fan of that. I think Lobster is more of a support and Magulu is a bit more situational. Yeah, to be fair, if I were to make like the best team, I think it would probably be Aizen, Velvet, and then I think Velvet and Aizen are hands down the two best characters in the game. In terms of just like passive or... I mean, mostly Aizen's the best passive. Just because his down thing's super OP and his spells are really good and he can heal. He literally can do everything you need. They also changed weakness combos from Zestra where you have to hit all weaknesses instead of just one. Gotcha. Yeah, that sounds like a weird decision. It's weird because the game is basically saying the more weaknesses the enemy has, the stronger it is. Yeah. I also think that's weird because like, oh, you know, this thing's a fiend, but it's also a slime, but it's also an armored fiend slime. So actually, instead of being able to just exploit one of those to do more damage, you actually have to do all of those. Because every weakness is really just a trait. So, yeah. It's just annoying. Especially since you don't get like damage reduction for being anything. But, yeah. Anyway, point is, Laphicet and Magulu are just like really good background fighters, and I think Aizen is too. So I feel like the best team is probably just Velvet, Aizen, Magulu, and Laphicet. Just because no one else is really good in the backline, but Aizen's good in every situation, and Magulu and Laphicet can heal and spam spells. So it's like you really just need your frontline fighter. And I feel like in enemy fights, Eleanor and Velvet are probably the best. In boss fights, Rokuro and Velvet's the best. So Velvet's pretty much just the best. But I feel like there's not really many situations where you really need to have Rokuro and Velvet, or Rokuro and Eleanor, or Eleanor and Velvet. Especially if you have Aizen, if you really want a physical attacker. But having essentially 3 spellcasters that can also heal is really good. It just, Eleanor has spells, but they are so bad. Like, in the hands of the AI, because they're basically just close range spells anyway. So, it's just tough. But I want to try and play, like, diverse characters. Not just play Velvet the entire time. Or, like, Magulu the entire time.
Wow, really? He's really just waiting for us here? Rokuro?
It's
However,
okay.
in Chaos mode, when I go and do that, if I need to for achievements, I'm probably just going to play Velvet like the entire time. Or Magulu.
Incredible! The old bastard forged himself into a sword!
Indeed. That blade's the embodiment of Kurogane's centuries of study.
The Kurogane Stormquell. I like it.
Just Kurogane for now. He will be the blade that surpasses both Stormquell and Stormhowl.
Whoa.
And when it does, then he will have earned the name Kurogane Stormquell.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be fun.
The question is, am I even going to use the sword? Or am I still going to just use my twin daggers? Like, I'm just going to use it to block the Mystic Art. And that's basically the point of the sword.
Who's gonna tell him?
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Which is
Watch
fine with
out.
me.
I wouldn't be surprised if he used an Armatus.
I kind of would be. It's like false strength or something.
Armatus? It's not my style to
Yeah,
rely on anyone's
exactly.
help.
Says the big bad exorcist. Look, you'll even ask a tubby kitty for help.
Shut up! I'm totally not!
He isn't. Quite the opposite, actually. Shigure asked me to restrain his power.
Restrain his power? Wait, you don't mean...
She does. It's for my training. At first, I could barely even move my little finger. Morgrim, release my bindings.
The weights are coming off. Well, guess
Can
what?
a human even be this
I'm better.
strong?
Kitty Wampus was holding
Dang.
it back?
We'll see, won't we?
With enough will, humans can do anything. This was to be my secret weapon against Artorias. I'm impressed.
You can't even win against
Sorry,
me.
but we're pitching in.
Don't need it.
Good. I'll take you all at once. Forget about
Form
fighting
Infinity.
fair.
Endless
You won't
Strike.
beat me unless you use everything you've got.
That sounds like a mystic art, to be fair.
All too well.
More than just an art that I can spam.
All right.
That's cheating!
It'll be
He can't do that!
He's already rinsing you.
So you can handle
Yeah.
my attacks now.
No.
This is where the fight truly begins, Shigure!
What do you know?
Oh.
I totally agree.
Bro. Can't do that. Okay, so that's like undodgeable.
Now, rise.
So you can't dodge it, you have to just block it.
Gaze upon my fiery mirrors. Kaleidoscope. Pyrogenic wings. Break
I know I get it by that. I use my break soul. I'm carrying him away. We're bringing him to heaven. Okay. I want to cook him. I'll fully read that in a second.
I don't even need to dodge.
It'll be the same every time! Rocket style! Final judgment! Killing flash! When I'm this close, I won't.
I love being paralyzed from him.
Better watch your
I can just hold that guy.
You people are really something, aren't you?
Don't act like you're impressed. I haven't even shown you my true blade.
Your true blade? Well then, no time for me to take a break.
Shigure.
Keep out of this one, Morgrim.
Rokuro, he's still got plenty of power left.
Of course he does. He's Shigure Rangetsu after all.
Oh yeah.
Two blades, you sure?
Why don't you find out? It's your life on the line.
The same goes for you. Three of them. So this is your true blade.
That's right. I developed this technique to defeat you.
Not bad at all. This is my parting gift to Kurogane. Take Stormhowl. One last thing. Please let this fat cat go.
Shigure?
Shigure, you were ordered to be executed because I
was already planning on leaving. I was sick of living the life of a chained dog. Idiot. Stop worrying about the little things. Rejoice when your blade finds its mark. Seethe when it doesn't. Die when one finds you. That's all there is to it. The way of the sword is a simple one. That's what makes it so much fun.
Yeah, it really is.
That's the vicious face I'm looking for. If only Artorias' stony face could smile like that, he'd be a lot happier.
Yeah.
These are situations where I wish like there was more Shigure to the story.
Velvet,
We're good?
we're good. My blade found its mark.
Cap.
If you want to leave now, Rokuro, I won't stop you.
Don't forget, my purpose here is to repay my debt to you.
Anyway, now I can finally read. Rokuro suddenly fine with getting help. I haven't seen that lava move, or at least I don't remember it. Yeah, to be fair, there might be certain conditions to locking it besides level, but I don't know. I assume it's probably just level. You probably,
Also,
if I had to imagine, you probably just didn't use Rokuro, like, on your team, because if I
that I
wasn't
can believe.
if I wasn't playing Rokuro and I was like playing Velvet like I would a normal Tales game just playing the MC, 100% my team would be Velvet, Aizen, Magalu, and Laphicet. That's literally what it would be. Yeah, he was on my team, but I barely used him. Yeah. Plus, I feel like, call me crazy, but it actually isn't that great of a move. It seems to do a lot of damage, but it seems only super, super good against giant targets. Like, say, the Lindworm or whatever. It was pretty good against him, because it could hit him. And, what's it do damage? Even though he resisted it, it still did crazy deeps. And it's cool. I just wish, like, my main issue I would say with Rokuro is, like, the cost of his moves are already pretty crazy. You know? But really it's the startup and end lag. Because it is so hard to use any move because you're stuck in the animation for so long. Like Magma Tower, it's like jump up in the air, hope you don't get hit, slam down for like 2 seconds, and hope you don't get hit. Like same with even like Rapid Bolt and Dark Vortex. It's so hard because of how much startup and end lag there is, and just how long the move is in general. It is rough. My team was usually Velvet, Rokuro, Lux, and Elmore. See, I can kind of get that. I just feel like Aizen is probably just like the most insane backline. Because he has so many spells and heals, and he can do just normal attacks, and specifically because of his Break Soul stuff. Like the Dragon Dive and everything, if you just down an enemy, he just follows up. I feel like it's like insanely good. Yeah. I feel like in any Tales game, if you have the option to have a bunch of spellcasters, it is always the play. Because they can just sit back, heal, and even if not healing, just do damage. Because I remember in Symphonia, there wasn't a lot of spellcasters besides Genus and Rain. Which, of course, you know, I wound up using those too. But you basically just don't want a bunch of people attacking. Because then everyone gets hit by moves. Aizen's Resurrection is good, but his Break Soul is a bit too situational. I think a few characters have Resurrections, maybe Eleanor too. Yeah, I think Eleanor does too. I don't think Resurrection's really even that necessary though. Like, life bottles, I've probably used a total of maybe 10 in the entire game. And Resurrection has probably only been used, like, successfully to actually res someone, like, 3 times. So I feel like just the Resurrection isn't super necessary in this game. Like, I don't use Aizen at all for Resurrection. It's like, to be fair, he does use it to heal, because it does heal, but yeah. Yeah, you basically never get KO'd in this game. To be fair, I don't think it's that you don't get KO'd, it's that you get KO'd in such a weird way. Like, say you're just gonna get stunned and died. So it's just pop a life bottle, you know? It's not like your entire team's getting dunked on, or anything like that. And just overall, I feel like it's way easier just to use a life bottle. Like, I wouldn't be using Aizen just for Resurrection. It's just, he can use Resurrection and Quickness just to heal. Because again, with having these 3, they can all heal. Same with even Eleanor, instead of Aizen. All 3 of them can heal, so you're basically not dying anyway, so rezzing is basically useless. I just like Aizen's spells a lot more than Eleanor's spells. And so, I basically just like having 3 spellcasters. Again, there's just like a really good thing. Because like I said, I know in some Tales games, especially like Symphonia, it is good to have like the 2 and 2, like 2 frontline, 2 backline. Just so that you can break their guard easier, and also just chain them. And then obviously just the backline being able to heal and do damage. But I feel like I would hate having, like in this game specifically, I feel like there's no reason to have another frontline. Because I'd rather just sit there on Rokuro and just guard the entire game while my entire team just pelts with spells. Like, say, that's the reason why it even works. Like, I may be doing nothing on Rokuro and Eleanor half the time because I have to just sit there, like you said, like, they're guarding all the time, and I have to just charge up the thing to attack. But then it's like my spellcasters can just do whatever. But it's like, if I had multiple people just up front, they would be dying more. Like, when I had Velvet on my team, just as a extra person, she was dying all the time. Because you just get pelted by enemies and stuff. So I feel like in, like, this game, there's not really a need to have more than one front line. So, that's why I wouldn't really use Eleanor. Yeah, the AI is bad. I don't think it's that it's necessarily bad. I think it's just how the game works doesn't work with the AI. Again, the spellcasters are fine, because again, they keep their distance and they spam spells, right? But the melee units, they don't really account for, oh, I should charge up my thing to break stuff. They're like, oh, let me try and get behind an attack. But the enemies spam so many just like massive moves, and there's so many of them that you just get pelted and die. So, gonna ban that bot, Jared.
As soon as I can. Bang!
Crazy. Yeah. Overall, like I said, I think the game's good. It's just I prefer like the 1v1s. It's like they're just more fun. Because again, it's like have the people for backup damage and like say I can res and all that. But it's like then like any character. Like even I can use Eleanor, I can use Rokuro. Even like in a situation like that, as you saw, it's not perfect, but that's just because his moves again have so much startup and just take forever and end lag. I think 1v1s are more fun in most of these games. Yeah. To be fair, I feel like in Vesperia and stuff, I was fine with like a bunch of enemies. Because like it feels kind of good to like actually maneuver around. You know, and even like a Rise, I would say I preferred fighting groups of enemies a majority of the time. 4v1s are also fine. I feel like 4v1's only issue is a lot of times you're just sitting back and waiting for your team to fight. Because the enemy just always wants to aggro to you. So, fighting groups, I find a bit annoying. Like I said, I think it also depends on the characters. Like, say, Magulu, I don't mind at all because it's super easy. But like in this game, it's just not as good with other characters. But like I said, in Vesperia, I don't mind. Like I say, if I have to fight like 3 or 4 enemies, I don't mind running to the back and attacking a spellcaster. And just fighting things. I feel like it's pretty interesting. But like say Tales of Arise, it's like a weird thing because the bosses were so annoying to fight because they weren't like necessarily gimmicky, they were just like super try hard. Like you had to like know what you're doing to be able to fight them, like get good dodges and bullcrap. But the enemies, a lot of them were fine to fight, but there were some enemies like I remember Armored Knights and stuff were super pain to fight because they would just never get stunned and there's just a million of them ganging up on everyone. I really think it's pretty much always easy with, or except for some optional bosses. I think so far, obviously I'm only playing on like normal, but nothing's really been difficult. It's more of the difficulty coming just from bullcrap. Like say dying to that random like first red enemy because like the bat just stuns you and kills you. And it's like even dying to some of these dire foes this one. It's like I'm perfectly fine a majority of the time and then they use one move and they kill everyone. And so I feel like that's my problem with that. You mind, PC? Yeah. It's just I don't like those kind of fights. Like I want to fight something that's consistently like powerful so I can kind of like gauge how like what I need to do. You know, it's like imagine the dire foe, like even the chaos enemy that I couldn't beat. Imagine it's perfectly normal and it just takes like 5 to 10 minutes to get it super low in health, and then it uses a move that then gives it the damage reflection and everything. Then it's a huge pain and you hate it. But it's like the fact that it consistently just has like it's a gimmick and it's like strategy to where it's like if you don't do it at the beginning, you know you can't fight it. And it's like same with just like bosses and stuff. Like if you're not dying in like the first minute, you can already gauge how much damage they're doing, their kind of moves, you know, how it's gonna work. So, but it just sucks in like this game because a lot of times, like say with the Lindworm, you just kind of die at the end. Like he just uses one move and it can just kill you, and then it kills another person and kills another person. Or you try to flee and then your person dies and then your other person dies. So, I don't know. I just like consistently difficult things instead of just like random one-shots. And this game is terrible about that. I feel like the entire game you're only dying to random one-shots. But, I don't know. I don't know. It's just a bit annoying. And like I feel like in Vesperia, like obviously you're getting chained and die, but it's like you're kind of knowing that you're gonna die. Like you get caught in a combat, you're like, okay, this is me dead. You know, but that's like the point of the move. But it's not like you're just getting hit by a random stray that kills you. Or a random stray that stuns you and then kills you. But, I don't know. So far this game is pretty easy. I haven't had like any issues with even things really above my level. Phoenix is really hard. I mean, like say, even like this, what was it? Lancelot. I killed him so long ago. And I just killed Lindworm. Or I've killed 2 Lindworms? And they're level 71. I'm level 55. So it's like, those things aren't even like that big of an issue. But I feel like in other like Tales games, if you're not over leveled or on par, you literally stand no chance of winning. This you can just overpower. Maybe not as much as normal. Yeah. I mean, normal is just, you know, again, normal difficulty, which is, I feel like for the most part, easy. Phoenix is really tiny and hard to hit and constantly stuns, plus his second mystic art. Yeah, I'm sure some of these bosses are going to be really bad. Like, I mean, even Lancelot was pretty annoying. And like I said, Lindworm was, especially the first time, but I also hated these enemies. But these were actually... Okay, so these are meant to be terrible and high leveled, okay. I just want to make sure. Because these things were butchering my team. Like, literally destroying me. And I'm like, why? Why do they do so much damage? And they just spam spells, but knowing that they're supposed to be super, super difficult is fine with me. Anyway, I'm gonna quickly run to the bathroom and fill my drink, and then we'll get into all this dialogue. Crazy dialogue time, let's go.
What's the matter? Why are you crying?
I'm not crying.
Okay.
Okay? Is that all you have to say?
What's wrong? You really are crying.
You and Shigure. You were brothers, but...
Oh, that. It's really nothing to shed tears over.
How can you pretend it's not important? Don't tell me it's because you're a demon.
You went and answered your own question.
So you will say it's because you're a demon.
No, that's not the answer, actually. It's not because I'm a demon. It's because we're swordsmen that I'm not sad.
Huh?
When we fought, when we both really fought, I got this sharp, vivid feeling that pierced straight to my core. When we were both throwing ourselves wholly into the battle, we wanted to keep on fighting forever, like an unquenchable thirst. That's a feeling we only got from each other.
Lord Shigure did seem to be enjoying himself. I feel like I can understand it a little better now. But I'll never comprehend it.
That's for the better. If you did, you'd end up like us.
Probably so.
I wonder when I'll be able to have a match like that again.
You won't have to worry about that.
Hmm?
Just as you work so hard to defeat Lord Shigure, another swordsman will do the same to defeat you.
You're not wrong. Your positivity reminds me of him. Now I'm suddenly craving a cup of Yozakura Anmitsu.
Yozakura Anmitsu?
Cherry blossom flavored sweet bean paste, black sesame ice cream, and fruit. It was Shigure's favorite.
Sounds intense.
That's kind of hard to picture, but I'd like to try it.
It's settled then. When this is all over, I'll take you out for some.
I look forward to that.
Then make sure you come back alive, alright?
You too, Rokuro. Yozakura Anmitsu. I won't forget.
Rokuro, you said something to him at the end.
To Shigure?
Yeah. Maybe it's not my place to ask, but...
I don't mind. It was just something that happened long ago. The story about Shigure plotting to overthrow our lord. That was a lie. A lie that I spread.
But why...
I wanted a just cause to strike him down. Storm Howl, Shigure's name, the leadership of the clan. I used to want all of that for myself.
Do you regret it?
Not at all. Besides, Shigure figured it out a long time ago. But really, I don't know what made me think I had the strength to defeat him back then.
He was... truly strong.
Of course he was. He was the head of the Rangetsu family, the strongest warriors in all the land.
Rokuro, does this make you head of the clan now?
No. I'm a demon. And more importantly, all I ever wanted was to beat my brother. That's enough for me.
Sick.
Eleanor Hume, reporting for duty.
I don't know if I want to swap away in.
Why, sir? Follow.
All right.
Ah!
You should get out of here while you still have the chance.
If things get hairy, I'll run. But please, let me stay here a little longer. I owe Shigure for giving me back my free will. And he always did hate to be alone.
I never knew that.
You didn't? Weren't you his brother?
We never had time to think about anything other than our training.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean any insult. He lived and he died according to his own beliefs. That has to be good enough. Humans like that are not so bad.
I suppose we aren't.
You're a funny sort of Moloch, aren't you?
Thanks for the compliment.
I still don't have my geoboard. What do they want from me, Jared? To walk? Criminal. Absolutely criminal. Also, who installed these geoboards at the very end of dungeons? That's also criminal.
Kinda.
It's a volcano.
It's scorching. No, it's torrid. Wait, no, it's hot! Can you please stop making a fuss? Anyone who can keep their cool inside a volcano needs their head examined.
I can feel the power of the Earth Pulse flowing upward. This is the life spring.
That's odd. Melchior isn't here.
Have you devoured even Shigure, Lord of Calamity? But remember, the only exorcists whose souls are worthy of sacrifice are Shigure, Oscar, Teresa, and me!
He's above us, at the volcano's peak.
With 3 souls, you can only awaken 3 Empyreans. That won't be enough to seal Innominat's power. If you are missing even one, awakening them will cause this volcano to explode, with you inside it. If you seek to awaken all 4 elemental Empyreans, then come. Try and take my soul from me!
What do you think, Magilo?
Trap. Melchior's greatest strength lies in his power over ice.
Melchior was saying
I only wish we
exactly
could lure him
why
down
he had no
here.
reason to agree to any of this. Yeah.
But we dare not forget. He's an exorcist who spent years plotting to awaken Innominat.
Exactly. He could be capable of anything. It'd be dangerous to assume otherwise.
Maybe this is the wrong time, but Magilo, you're related to Melchior, right?
You'd better believe it's the wrong time. Long ago, I was Magilanica Loom Maven, Melchior's foster daughter, and before I was cast out, his disciple. Magilanica?
Long name.
The lost legate. Huh. So even after 10 years, my name still lives on.
I'm impressed. You must have commanded a lot of respect.
Not in the least. The relationship between Melchior and I was like that between Velvet and Artorias. The debts owed, and the grudges held. Velvet, you don't have to believe me. You may never believe me. But I tell you now, I want to settle my—
I don't much care about the affairs of a witch, now do I? I'm going to the peak to find him. Just doing what I want, like always.
Yep, that's right. And I'm going with you, like always.
Yeah. There really is straight up no reason for Melchior to be here. Besides giving us an opportunity. Like, imagine if we had to go out of our way to defeat him and then come over here. But no. He's gonna be right at the top waiting. I'm telling you, their plan
The people play safe.
has to be to fail. Like, it has to be. All of them.
Piece of cake, it's a cinch. Piece of cinch, it's scorching, it's freezing,
Especially
it's
again, because
scorching.
they're all supposed to be like really
What are you
smart.
hearing about?
Yeah.
You told me to chill out when I
Plus, that's
complained
this
about the
exact
heat.
night, so if Melchior
Is
just
that
hid until
still
morning, it'd be over.
bothering you? I
Yeah.
heat up quickly and cool down slowly.
Exactly.
If
I'm
he
not
actively
bothering
did
anyone, so
anything
go
but
on,
stand
get
right
lost.
here, he'd be
That's
fine.
even more annoying. I mean, come on. If it's both hot and cold, it's not scorzing. It's freeching, clearly.
That doesn't sound like me at all. Wait, that's not even my point. My skin feels like a frozen shell, but somehow my insides are boiling. This is miserable. It should be one or the other. I can't stand this fence sitting.
Oh? Well, so what about the pineapple and sweet and sour pork?
Gross.
A sweet omelet?
The crime against nature.
Chocolate-covered raisins?
Whoever thought up dried grapes should be hanged.
Well, then what about peach pie?
I don't see what you're getting at.
What about yourself?
I'm with her on this one.
Utterly vile.
Doesn't that make you a fence sitter?
That's why I'm having you eat that old man and shove him into the life spring.
I hope you learn to like yourself.
Don't try to embarrass me.
Yes, it's like he's searching for the one possible way his plan can fail, which involves hiking all the way up to the top volcano. Yeah. Like I said, it's the same with like Artorias. It's like he could literally do anything to help his side. He's like, what if we just lower all of our defenses exactly where Velvet's going to be?
Especially because it's not very difficult to know where you're gonna be.
Who wants some next?
Okay. Artorias gets even worse.
Can you stand? Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, it makes 0 sense how they are trying to do what they're doing. Because it seems to only get in the way.
We will need to be extremely wary.
What are these enemies?
I was amazing, wasn't I?
They did literally nothing and then died. Interesting. Interesting. Is this an enemy? This literally just spawned?
Woo, it's a biggie.
Got tricked or something.
Not even a little bit.
It looks like no one is injured.
Completely rocked. And they're like a rock, so. I don't know if I want to fight these guys. I don't think I really need the levels. Oh, okay, never mind.
It's a biggie.
That didn't look very fair.
Well, that about does it.
This is super easy. We'll do it. Amithordo. Okay, I think we're gonna do this crazy strategy, right?
We have a chance. Now, with a single breath, they appear. Here they come. There's no stopping them now. Good.
You're wide open! This is the Reaper's power.
wonder if I have a better move I can use.
Then Shooting Star, or?
No. That's like a follow-up to
There
that.
is no better.
Yeah. I feel like better than Explode. I just don't think any of my moves are really that great. I don't think any of them are like super good AoE besides that. Yeah. To be fair, they are weak to water, so maybe we'll use Blood Wall. Why not, right? Plus it's probably gonna take a lot less time. Yeah.
I'm not a fan of long, scary things. Have you looked at
Gale Crusher. Hello? How's it going, Tycoon? Getting dangerously close to Unfun O'Clock.
Totally forgot about Unfun O'Clock. Not looking forward to it.
What makes this Titan tick? Okay, to be fair, I'm pretty sure my thing is armored and physical on Mogulo. I don't know why he went to Eleanor. Isn't
Wait
it?
a second. Wait just a gosh darn second. Did he actually say Magulu and not Magulo?
I've said that like a bunch, especially today. The
Yeah, but I've only noticed this time.
Spear Drop
for the
is
first.
armored, but it isn't physical. Yeah. Roaring Thunder's armor. How's it going? First time chatter. Okay.
That's a weird name.
Ah, okay. So
Awful
Fiend.
first impression.
I'm thinking just Thermal Skewer and Roaring Thunder might be the best here. Maybe mixing in something. Oh, heard this called Life? Is that basically Resurrection? Yeah, it's like an AoE, I think, too. Yeah, cure status down conditions, restores HP, and revives allies in a small circle around the target.
Every game's gotta have one.
What was the other thing that I needed? It was Fiend, Armor, and Physical. This guy's about to absolutely wail on me. Okay. What do we use for Physical, though? Crushing drops pretty fast. I have no idea what any of that means.
I see Magulo, and I think they're correct.
Yeah, I can agree with that, actually. Yeah, this works. Okay, so it's immune to Earth then, or its resistances reflect. Okay. That's what she said. Her full name. Oh yeah, when you read her. Yeah, actually crazy though. This thing also reflect. Yeah, I've learned the hard way. Well, we take all strategy out. We can just spam Roaring Thunder. How's that sound? Why is it eating all my...
Ready to die? Think you can dodge? Just try. Perfect mayhem!
Rendon Slash, Terran now! Tip-tap! Dark Flame! Roaring Thunder! Roaring Thunder! Roaring... How did this happen? Roaring Thunder! Roaring Thunder!
Blades of wind, slice them!
Roaring Thunder! Roaring Thunder! Roaring Thunder! Roaring Thunder!
Illusory veil!
Blast Wind and Shadows of Darkness!
Windlash!
Roaring Thunder! Roaring Thunder! Roaring Thunder! Roaring Thunder!
Windlash!
Dark Flame!
Black Depth! Windlash!
Spirit Release!
This is some crazy tough enemy, by the way.
Binding Order!
I played this game too much.
Roaring Thunder! Roaring Thunder! What happened? Let's it go! Roaring Thunder! Roaring Thunder! Roaring Thunder! Roaring Thunder! Is it hot or is it just me? Dark and Light! Roaring Thunder! Roaring Thunder! Roaring Thunder!
Okay. That's on me, honestly. I should have thought that I wouldn't be able to avoid it. Perish.
That was a considerably powerful enemy.
Was it though? That was chump change. It just said it gave me the ability to earn equipment that gives invincibility. Earn vulnerability. That sounds pretty good.
Pretty good.
That's what I said.
That's what I said. The frick!
Stop copying me, Jared! This dude. The pinion ring? Pignon? You can type of salsa or something.
Not what I would have expected. How am I supposed to mimic you when you say such wild things?
I don't want to avoid him! No! Run away! Run away! Run away! Run away! Okay, write down this place, Jared. Wait, how do I open my map? Mount Kilosaurus. I need cat. Invincible for a few seconds at combat start. Yeah. We need invincible.
100% positive it is not Kilosaurus, but that's what's being written.
Are you alright, Velvet?
I'll eat Melchior, and our collection will be complete.
I need to knock out that chaos
I'm not
enemy.
worried about that.
How's your expedition back?
I'm worried about you.
Yeah, I was trying to just get away from the lizard, and then I was gonna do it, and I got jumped by a cutscene.
Teresa and Oscar, remember?
You wonder if I'm fine after eating Shigure. It's not a problem.
But wasn't Shigure a lot more powerful than they were?
But look at me. I'm fine, right? Does it seem like I'm faking it?
No.
I think I'm just used to it. Both my body and mind.
You're not just used to it. You've changed.
Hmm?
Just as I changed after finding my free will, you've gotten stronger through our travels too. You faced down many sorrows and hardships, and overcame them all.
Did I though?
Easily, yeah, my dad.
You did. And that's why
I'll make you a quiche later.
Could you make pudding too?
Sure. But are you just trying to butter me up so I'll cook for you?
Well, I mean, yeah. How did you know?
You really have grown a lot, haven't you? All right.
Manipulating
Let's go
women.
and find me some Melchior to eat.
Yeah!
At such a young age.
True. He's been learning too much from Aizen and Rokuro. Ketchup and a mythic egg.
What?
Scout ship.
That was pretty good. I mean,
I wonder if any of these things are actually good. I wonder if I got my other thing yet. Here's a dish. Some rat pig and tomato stew. That's pretty much just a straight up upgrade, right? Except it has to be lower. And under 15, recover half. Sounds actually pretty good though. That's also not terrible. When someone dies, they come back to life. See, that sounds good, but that sounds like something I should probably make like right before boss, not set it to auto cook.
I mean, you're dying pretty often.
That's just not true.
But lying's fun.
Nom 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 nom. Why does this rock look so suspicious? Okay, actually a lot of these rocks look suspicious. Huh, quick save.
I can't think of a joke
About a suspicious rock.
about rocks looking suspicious.
This is very steep, actually. You know what would be really cool for this game? I'm sure you guys could all agree. Imagine if we had to worry about, like, temperature, right? Like, we had to get to, like, certain cold spots or something, or we're, like, armored to make us, heat resistant. Wouldn't that be really
That's
fun?
actually weird.
in
I was
Angela
just thinking that would be the most horrendously awful change to make ever in any game. And whoever does it should be locked up.
Breath of the Wild? Yeah, no. Actually, like, I tried Breath of the Wild and I played a little bit, and then factors like that and just the weapon durability and stuff and just how open world it was killed it. For me, at least. And it's also like Genshin and even Wuwa, like Wuthering Waves. tried both of them. I just hate the open world aspect, and then the stupid survival thing. Like, Genshin was okay, but it's like just dealing with stamina and how much climbing and just sitting and walking is. I'm like, no. And then once they released the like icy area where you had to worry about temperature, I'm like, oh my god. And then I completed most of it, and I'm like, yeah,
To be
no,
fair, that
I
wasn't even
can't.
the worst part of that area.
Oh yeah,
It's just a massive area that's completely covered in snow, and then all of the puzzles and stuff are just really annoying, and then also the crystals are just dumb. One could argue I hate every aspect about Genshin.
Like I said, when a game is about being open world for the sake of being open world and survival, like we have to worry about like hunger and temperature and just like stamina, kills it. I literally will never be in a game
I
like
think
that.
that's the thing people don't understand about open world games, is it is near impossible to not make an empty open world.
That's cool.
It would just be so much effort to actually make it interesting. But like having random chests and camps places that are just copy-pasted isn't making it not empty.
Yeah. I just think open world games are the most overrated thing. I also think the same with survival.
The concept being sick, but just there isn't the means to make that concept work.
Okay, Rokuro, please don't die on me.
Rokuro.
See this? For me! What? See this? See this? For me! See this? See this? See this? See this? For me! See this? See this?
Okay.
That was tougher than I would have liked.
Or tons of random filler stuff. Yeah. Personally, I just think that, like, even I think the biggest things that like things like GTA. I think they're the most overrated games of all time. Story, cool. You know, I feel like story is very subjective, right? Like, people will love the story in games that I consider terrible, right? But the open world aspect is like, hey, look, you're in this town. How would you like to drive around? Or fly around? It's like, haha, look, it's so fun. Look, I finally played for 80 hours so I can fly a helicopter around. You only play bad games, though? Maybe that's true. I just, I don't understand. And then, like, people don't like games like Agents of Mayhem. But they, like, even just, like, Saints Row and GTA. And I'm like, Agents of Mayhem is better. It's funny. The gameplay is strictly better. Like, every aspect is just better. It's like, except maybe the story, if that's what you consider. But, I don't know. What game type is good? Or what game type is good will always be purely subjective. Yeah, I just find it, like, crazy that people like games that waste their time. And open world is like the biggest factor.
Not necessarily even specific games or specific genres. Just like this game would be better if it had this factor instead of this factor.
Yeah.
It's like I feel like that's less subjective in a lot of cases.
Yeah, and it's like even like equipment systems and stuff just being complicated. It's like that I can understand, you know, people wanting or, you know, not wanting. But like say, I think the equipment system in this game is pretty bad. Specifically the like enhance.
I mean, yeah, you can even get things like Dark Souls, where the entire stat system is supposed to be like overly complicated, and that's part of the charm.
Yeah, even though I don't mess with it. That's the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think just a lot of people, the sake of like difficulty and stuff is also just about wasting time. And I also don't like that concept, but people die on the hill that if something takes you forever to do because it's super annoying or just quite literally takes an hour to do, or, you know, 2 hours, 8 hours, that's like difficult. That just makes it difficult. Not that it's just wasting your time and they designed to be annoying to waste your time. In the game, I farmed over 4 days for one perfect rolled item. Yeah, it's just like I said, it's like, I get that the whole point is that's supposed to be like rewarding when you finally get something. But I think, especially in solo games, the grind shouldn't be that serious. Like, I'm fine with farming for something in a game, like if it's levels or anything. But it's like, I feel like I shouldn't have to farm at any point for like 8 hours at a time for something, like an item in a solo game. You know, I think there's definitely exceptions. You know, like something like even like Diablo. It's like the entire point is that it's supposed to be endless grinding, you're supposed to be working, so it's like, that's fine. Same with like Dungeon Defenders and stuff. Where the entire point is just playing the game. And so, it's not worth that. But like, say something like this, if I had to like sit here in this lava area and grind for 4 hours because I needed to get levels or I needed to get like a certain drop. It's like I feel like that's really, really bad. Wait, did I hear Dungeon Defenders? Yes, you did. Yeah, or even like Borderlands also, like game where it's like, it's fine to grind for stuff because it's not necessary stuff, it's things that you're choosing to go for just to min-max, and it's like the entire point is to grind for fun. So
I'm not sure
I don't have complaints about
really
that.
Capable of. What kind of man is he?
But yeah, I just
Put it short.
certain games will
He's the
never fit me.
Exorcist's shadow.
Now the question is which one?
They're supposed to be free of
Well,
malevolence,
really any
but
of
they're
them.
only human, and so are those who they want to save. But sincerity and conviction alone won't save the world.
To be
Turning
fair,
free of malevolence,
Dungeon Defenders 1
they need
grinding
someone to do their dirty
was
work.
pretty
A
bad.
shadow.
I see. And that's Melchior's
Like I want to go back to replay
all my
Dungeon
time
Defenders
at the
1
Abbey.
now that I have like
I
all
was
the
never
DLC and
aware
stuff
of what he
on
was really doing.
Steam besides like the
So,
newest thing.
why hasn't he succumbed to malevolence?
But like the
Yes,
survivals
yes,
and
yes.
stuff.
The Exorcists as
They
the
killed
saviors
Yeah,
of
the
the world is
survivals
pure
and also just
unyielding.
the
It is a mountain
red
of
like
ice that will
uber
neither
insane
boil,
spy
nor
or
melt,
whatever,
nor break.
just to be
I
able
know
to
the
attempt the
depths of
DLC
his frozen
stuff.
heart all too well.
Yeah,
Wait.
that's why Awaken
does that
is
mean you?
probably
Yes.
the best in terms of
Melchior was
not
raising
wasting
me
your
to be the
time.
shadow for the next leader of the Exorcists, Artorias himself. But that was a terrible mistake. I was unable to live up to his expectations.
And obviously, believe it
So
or
if
not,
things
the
had gone as he planned,
MMO Dungeon
he'd be
Defenders
fighting
has a
you
bit more
instead of
grinding.
Melchior.
Dungeon Defenders
I'm
2
glad
is
that
like,
didn't have to happen.
True.
I don't know.
If Magulu was running the Abbey.
They would be completely
I
unpredictable.
feel like it could be a lot better of a
That
system.
would be fearsome.
Maybe. But doesn't that sound like a whole lot of fun?
So Melchior was my shadow too.
Oh, feeling too sympathetic to fight
That's
him.
like a lot of the systems for
wouldn't
Dungeon
say
Defender
that.
Eternity.
There's nothing to be sad
But
about.
I think that was
Removing
more of
shadows
a
is
trial
part of a
thing anyways
shadow's
they did.
job. Even if I'm a failed shadow, I'm still a witch, and I cast a deeper darkness.
My fun fact still is Dungeon Defenders 2 is the 4th game in the series. Well, I know obviously Dungeon Defenders 1 and Dungeon Defenders Eternity. I don't know about any other one. Because there's Dungeon Defenders First Wave. Oh yeah, I do remember that. What even was that? Because like I said, Eternity is the main one I remember.
It's a biggie.
Because that was like, I think the entire point is that it was like a trial kind of game. Like it was only out for a little bit. Because it was basically just to test a lot of concepts. And I know there's also the one that came out. The early mobile version. Gotcha. Okay, yeah, you know, I'm gonna wind up dying here. I didn't realize I was in hell. See, I do think the combo system is cool in this game when you can really get a good chain going. So it's just infinitely gaining souls and losing them and getting all your health back and
Yes,
stuff.
yes, I know. I'm incredible.
Let's just avoid these scrubs, actually. That's what I say. Yeah, but I don't think we're gonna be able to avoid these scrubs, actually. Why? What? That one didn't even aggro! I'll, read that fully in a second. I have multiple thousand hours in this game, and I still don't do combos. To be fair, I feel like
Where in the world do you hide all of that
the
paper?
system is just so weird. Like, I've tried to, like, obviously since, you know, I don't even know how many hours we have in here. Almost 60, it looks like. There's just so many ways of learning how the game works. because it's like the game kind of tricks you, I feel. Because like at first it's like, it's not needed, yeah. Because there's like the follow-ups, like say Shadow Flow and Searing Edge, like they go into each other, but a lot of times they don't actually work well into each other, right? And then also the fact that you're supposed to use like martial arts into hidden arts to make them cheaper, but then it's not worth doing that at all, like at all. And then there's also like the elements and stuff to burn weaknesses to get chain, but again, it's like the moves don't work, they just don't work. And then there's also the, just to try to set up multiple moves in a row, you know? Like, see, even it's like, oh, Searing Edge into Shadow Flow into Cerberus Wave into anything, but it's like, they don't work together at all. And it's like, first if I just spam one attack, and for actual hard fights, I just nuke with Mystic Arching. Yeah, it just, again, like, you see all this, I have, like, the basic things, like Searing Edge and Shell Splitter, just because, you know, they cover good ground. But then it's just basically, like, Heaven's Wrath to just keep up combo and stagger, and then, like, Slag Assault. And the top row I'm just using for, like, combos that were good against stuff. But it's like, there's no reason not to use, like, things like having a fast move like Treble Strike and then just spamming Roaring Thunder. If I can just go straight for Roaring Thunder, go straight for Roaring Thunder. It's just bad. Like I said, I think the only situation where it's really good is when it speeds up spell casting. So where, like, say, even on, like, any of the spellcasters really using the things like Spirit Drop, Spirit Drop, Spirit Drop, and then using, like, Flood Wall. Just because it's cheaper. My Velvet Combo setup, Gouging Spin 4 times, that's it. Yeah, do I have Gouging Spin? I probably do. It sounds familiar. No? Or I just skip past it? I don't know. Oh, wait. Yeah, there it is. Yeah. To be fair, with Rokuro, I try to use a bunch of moves, but I don't know if you've really played him. But all of his moves have such insane startup and end lag, it is so hard to actually do anything. So it's just like, cheap Concealed Blade. Decent AoE, can stun, can still charge up, and it changes really quick, fast attacks, you know? But then it's like, again, it's like, oh, Rapid Volt's good, if I can just sit there and spam it. Same with Form 6, so it's just I have things set for it. And then this, I have it set just because they chain into each other. Like, pretty well. And it's like cost-wise. But it's just like, I don't know. Actually being good with Rokuro, I would say hardest character. See, the thing is that I don't think it's necessary that he's a hard character. I think it's just the game is not designed for him. Because, like, say, literally every other character I've played, especially, like, more recently after they got moves, because I hated, like, Eleanor. Like, literally hated playing Eleanor until I got some of these other good moves. But all of them, like, have good AoE and just good damage, and they can actually, like, stun. Rokuro, once you know how to play him, though, he's smooth. It can be. I just still feel like it only works some of the time. Because if you get surrounded by enemies, you're basically just standing there holding guard, waiting forever. And I mean forever to get an opportunity to actually hit. And then you have to hope you inflict something to actually be able to do his combos. It's like, he's really good, and I like him for boss fights.
If Melchior's anywhere, he's
because again,
there.
it is smooth, and you can chain his,
buzzard is nothing like Shigure.
like, counter.
He won't fight us head on.
It's just, I'm sure you've noticed from playing Rokuro, is that when you even hit the dodge counter, a lot of times it just misses. So it's just like, cool. I guess I just wasted my Break Soul to do no damage, not down, not hit at all. Very rewarding.
Is victory for us really possible? We're facing the Legate, Lord Melchior.
I'd give us around 4 to 1 against.
4 to 1? Are our chances that slim?
Almost every trick I or any current exorcist knows can be traced back to him. If I throw out 3 arts at once, he'll pull 6 out of his hat. He knows our capabilities, and he's got far more power.
As combo extender.
Generous.
I suppose you're right.
However, we have Velvet, the
It's
boy,
good for
and
counter
Rokuro.
sometimes. It
Who
just
knows what value
barely
they'll have
works.
when they run amok. It's impossible to calculate, but if luck goes
I
our
feel like
way,
they should
our
have
chances
changed
will rise
it.
considerably.
Right. We are challenging the hardest possible foe.
But I'm only talking about a straight-up fight. Knowing Melchior, he'll have some nasty tricks.
No matter how you analyze it, the outlook is grim.
Eisen, you too?
What's wrong with a level-headed
I've probably played mostly Rokuro throughout the entire game.
Consideration could give us the
Either
tool
that or
we need to
Magilu.
turn the odds in our favor. After all, Magilu, forewarned is forearmed, right?
Yes, that's true.
Even still, we won't find a weakness in him.
Let's take another hard look. What we need might be lying right at our feet.
At our feet.
Change tag room.
I'll keep my eyes on the
Storm in the
ground as we
volcano.
walk then.
Yeah, I would say the main things that I hate is that his break soul is something that you just get no use out of, unless you're using it, of course, for healing or combo extending. But I hate that his upgrade to his thing is just, if you use it again without getting hit, then it's AoE and it does damage. Because like, it should just been like a straight up upgrade, I feel. Like, oh, now if you block a thing, it's just better. You know, or even out of the counter, you press it again to do something. But like, the base one is so bad, and Vengeful Scourge isn't even like, you're not able to go for like at all. It just, I feel like it should have just been basically just an instant counter attack. Like, you block it, and then you just spin and do an attack that can do something that knocks down. And that's pretty much what the Vengeful Scourge is, but again, to activate it is so awkward. It's just, it's so annoying. Yeah, a lot of his moves, like I said, also just kind of suck. Like, even like Orochi's Fury and like Infernal Bloom, like they can work. It's just they move you in such weird positions, which again sometimes is useful, but most of the time it is not.
You're strong, but I'm
Form
stronger.
Better
Form
with
six.
fiery mirrors.
Form
Form
six.
Spell Absorber.
Hellgate.
Form
Form six.
Atlas Flip.
Dead yet. Vengeance.
Crushing Weight. Is it
See
high?
this? You're wide open. Form six. The Reaper's power. That's all. See this? See this? You're wide open. Form six.
Victory is ours.
Yeah.
Woo, it's a biggie.
See this? See this? Wide open. Form six. Form six. Form seven. Form six. Form one.
Okay. That's what I get for trying to attack her.
Form one. Form eight. Form one. Form one.
Try as they might.
I just feel like it's so hard for him to actually down people. Or not down people, just like get the extra stun gauge to be able to follow up. And a lot of his moves are just super expensive. Because his best moves are 100% his hidden arts. Besides like just using martial arts to set up for him. Or to stun first. It's just brutal. Especially when you have characters like, any other character, which can do it easier. And then also actually have a break soul. I'm gonna get jumped here, and I don't like it.
Crazy.
I have one main reason why I think Velvet and Rokuro are bad. Why is that? I wonder if I can get this is a geoboard, I can probably just do it.
A foe worth killing.
Crushing Weight.
See this? Form eight. Form one.
Dark Fang.
Form seven. Form seven. Form damn it.
Divine Favor.
Form six.
Gaze of
Form
Fiery
six.
Mirrors.
Form six. Form six. Form six. Form six.
Divine Favor.
See, I do love that move in Rokuro though.
Form six.
I think it's unironically like his best move. Because it just is literally, if you down them, then it's just a huge stagger chain.
Form Hellgate. Form six.
Like, see how I'm just holding them in place?
Form six.
Yes, yes, I know. I'm
There are hidden arts
incredible.
based, which are by far worse to scale damage on. You need to scale both attack stats because it always uses the lower of the two for damage calc. Yeah, I didn't know that, but to be fair, I don't really worry about equipment too much.
I'm stronger. Form six. Form six. Form six. Pummel. Windlash. Form six. Form six. Form six.
Gaze upon my fiery mirrors.
Also, my team roll damage.
Form six. Form six. Form seven.
Hands of Stadium.
See this? You're wide open.
This is average Roko gameplay, I'm not gonna lie. Sit here, do no damage, never get any break souls because you're never inflicting anything. Oh, wait a minute. But, you know, I still hold them in place while they get butchered, so it's kind of cool. Yeah, that's why I don't mind him for boss fights, because he can do some decent damage, and he can just stun lock a lot of enemies using any of his forms, really. It just, so many of his moves are so expensive. Like, Magma Tower's 54. 54. Also, why does the game never tell you about the Mystic Art chains? What do you mean? Just, like, using multiple Mystic Arts in a row? Or more so other people's, I'm assuming. I don't want to fight this guy. Or do you mean like using their second Mystic Art? I kind of want to fight both these people. I am in a swamp.
Oh, worth killing.
You're wide open! Win! Kill them to the bone! Frigid Bulldog! Win like double haste! Double haste! Double haste! Win! Kill them to the bone! Frigid Bulldog!
I'll help you! Blast away the shadows of darkness!
Don't get double haste! Don't fury to the bone! You're wide open! Hurricane! Dead yet! Win!
Spirit release! You broke!
You can chain them together with interruption, including all characters if they have enough DG multiple times or 2 Mystic Arts. Interesting.
Hurricane! No escape! You're wide open! For fun! No win left! Place the switch!
Easy peasy!
You're wide open! That's all, huh?
Divine favor! Come on!
And with the
Put up
correct
some
set,
fight,
you can
okay?
make that chain infinite. Yeah. I feel like that wouldn't have been that hard to do. To be fair, especially late game when you can just have like enhanced equipment too to give everyone more BG and all those like extra equipment effects. I think that'd be pretty busted. I'll fight this. Vote for me.
I don't think we have a chance!
That's not actually who I want to be. Nah, that's not awesome. Hit him with the full ball. Okay. I didn't mean miss completely with the full ball.
Easy peasy! Blade of Heavens will pierce my enemies!
Could use Captain 9. Yeah, that's pretty good though.
Easy peasy! I'll help you! Now, with a single breath, they appear! Here they come! There's no stopping them now! Good crash! Easy peasy!
There's no reason for Michael to get this OP, by the way. Why is Velvet here and why is she dead? I don't know if I even want to fight this. Oh wait, never mind, this is easy. Me, all dire foes are level 200. I can imagine. Yeah, what's this thing weak to? Just water and physical? This thing should be getting kind of destroyed. Okay. They get stronger to fight them. Yeah. Okay. I was hoping it would be enough iframes. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna swap, I think, there. Okay, quick dodge. I figured if my team was helping a bit here. Also, now you lose AI can cheat. That doesn't surprise me.
How could I be so weak? Oh, what in the world?
Really cool being stunned and all. Hey guys, you wanna maybe resurrect or do some damage here while they're all focused on me? Okay.
There are none who can resist my
If you
spear.
control Magulu, but have her set to auto, she will cancel every single spell an enemy casts before you even see them coming if she has at least 4 souls. That does actually sound pretty good.
I knew this would.
That was a lot of stuff.
Scout.
I guess everyone needs Topaz boots. Okay, I'm guessing I just have everything mastered. Can you come right down? I also don't like a lot of times new things just show up randomly at the bottom because they're like worse, but they, I don't know, it's annoying. That's the point. Then it's like I feel like I have to look through the entire list because it's just gonna randomly be there. Okay. I think I'm backtracking. I definitely am. Spin around. I might actually have to hop off here though, because it is basically Brawl O'Clock.
Lame.
It is lame, but I think it has to be what happens. I don't know. I definitely like this game. I definitely don't think it's like a perfect game by any means though. But out of the Tales games, I'm not disappointed in it. But to be fair, I don't think there's a single Tales game I've played that I've been like disappointed with. This one though, I'm surprised I haven't even beaten the main story with 60 hours in it though. But I'm also a yapper, so.
Very true.
And I am trying to do as much side stuff as I can. So, maybe does that up. Anyway though, we are gonna swap to Brawlhalla for some nice viewer games. We should be playing some Berseria tomorrow. Every Tales game has its good and bad parts. Yeah, I think that's true with literally all the Tales games I've played. Oh, L-Sword? Yeah, we're not playing L-Sword. That's just the background image I have for stream. To be fair, what's our L-Sword playtime right about now? To be fair, it does include fishing, so it's not exactly I've actually physically played literally an L-Sword right now. But let me see the L-Sword playtime. What are you up to? It says 13,672.6 hours. Not bad, not bad. Fun time. But, you know, still not endgame, because unfortunately we don't have, or we're not whales, and we don't have whale friend groups. So,
Tragic.
Yeah. But at least we have every character mastered. Well, I do. You evolve them like 3rd job at least, though. But, yeah. The endgame in L-Sword is one of the roughest things. Truly. It's basically sit and wait for events to allow you to play the game. But, you know, it's fine. Just log on, do some basic dailies, and then leave. Yeah. And like I said, I'm pretty sure there's, supposed to be a character being revealed soon. For L-Sword. Hopefully, because what, the last one was Lithia, right?
Yeah.
Lithia was kind of a letdown. I was not a big fan of any of the Lithia's paths at all. Before that was Noah, though, and Noah was pretty cool, right? So, or was it? I think it was Noah last. Before.
Probably.
I don't know. A lot of the characters feel kind of clunky. Specifically Lithia. I didn't like any of the combos or like any of the skills. I'm an innocent main myself. I had fun with Avarice, but the others I don't like. Yeah, to be fair, also with a lot of it, you kind of just need to know, like, what to run on the characters, and then, what's it, just if it kind of fits your playstyle. Like, say, I play Innocent, but that's only because they have really good mana management, and I just like the flow of their, like, skills and everything. But I know a lot of people just hate all Lucioles because of the whole 2-character kind of thing. So, I definitely get that. But once they release another, like, really good event, especially with giving us, like, the +11 raid weapon and all that stuff, I'm definitely going to look up a tier list to see what we kind of want to rock. Because I want something that I can clear SDs super fast. And just clear stages really fast. But I know for a fact, Laser Eve is not going to be super good. I'm pretty sure with all that gear, they could probably clear Trash super fast, but anything above that, I don't think they're doing anything. I play Eternity Winner. She gets hate for needing combos to cast skills. I used a lot of Eternity Winner, like, on release. Before they, like, kind of completely nerfed them. Not that they're terrible, by any means. It's just, like, their combo system feels pretty useless. Because you don't, like, get 2 of them anymore. It's just, you click it to queue up 1 skill. And I feel like that kind of defeats the purpose. But what was it, Mont Blanc or Mont Blanc? Whatever. That one was a super cool one. I remember using that, especially having 2 of them. The greatest, the greatest. Yeah, I haven't played a lot of the characters in forever. So I don't even know what's good or even what I'd like to play. I know the, like, Witch Aisha thing was pretty good, but I don't think they're, like, meta. And, also 4th Path Eve, I remember liking and them being pretty strong. But like I said, I don't know what the real meta is. I mean, obviously, like, Bluin and the one Celestia and stuff are really good for support. But I also don't know if you can even run a DPS class unless you're a whale. So I might have to just pick up one of the support ones. I just basically want to make dailies and weeklies super easy. And that's why I'm thinking Laser Eve might be the play. But if Innocent I struggle with clearing the 1 SD, then I assume Laser Eve is probably going to struggle even more. At least in the boss fights. I'm just when it comes to Elsword, I like the mana management characters, ones that are basically you don't even need mana pots except on like occasion, and Innocent's like a perfect one like that. But I'm not against using it if it would save me a ton of time. It's just like Centurion chugs, and I mean literally guzzles down mana potions like it's nobody's business. And I hate that. I hate having to run like 4 or 5 different kinds of recovery items just to be able to play the character. And it's like, nah, I'd rather just save on all those resources and just play Innocent. It just, Innocent is not super high end in terms of support or offense. It's just they're good all around. So, I don't know. I've been seeing a lot of people using like the physical Eve class, not like the 4th job, whatever, Code Ultimate.
Yeah.
I've been seeing a lot of carries with them, but I don't know if they're even super OP. But Ultimate, yeah. I just am waiting for them, like I said, to release a new event that lets us get like super geared on a new character, and then I'm gonna look up a tier list and figure out what I want to run, because I just need something stronger than Innocent. And Jared, which is the other person in VC, plays is it Daybreaker?
Mm.
And Ace in the Hole's really good, like super good, and like the Stigma shot and everything's really good. But yeah, good bosser, but clears is something he's never heard of. Yeah, to be fair, that's one thing that's good about Innocent is that they're like pretty low end bossing, but not like the worst bossers. But their clearing's pretty decent. Like I said, they're a good all arounder. But like I said, if Laser Reeve was still super good, which I don't know if they've gotten kind of buffed or not, but that was literally the best thing about playing Elsword like years ago, was just seeing Laser Reeves and even playing Laser Reeve and just clearing out stages so fast. Literally some of the coolest like looking gameplay, just like a million lock-ons. And they're not even like super potion heavy except in boss fights. Serial's fun, yeah. Plus, like I said, it's so good for clearing, especially the more tedious stages like Trosh, because you can just lock onto everything, and it's so sick. It's just I don't have my Serial stacked, so yeah, it's a tough one, a very tough one. But,
I still want to play Mad Paradox.
I mean, MP is pretty good, but I think he's more of a support than
Yeah.
offense anymore. She got buffs recently, but she still needs way more than other good clear characters. Yeah. Like I said, for me, it's mostly I want a character that I can clear the like secret dungeons fast, and ones that people would actually want me in some of the high end raids, and be able to clear like some of the solo or not solo raids, but like story mode raids. Because I know even the whatever one, like the 3rd raid, I think it is, like the Birth of Origin or whatever. That one, even with like me and Jared with Daybreaker and Innocent, that takes forever and is super annoying. And even doing the Pelegious Labyrinth to try to get the title, that even takes like a good bit of time. It's not like impossible, but it's like it's not that insane because like again, Innocent is not a super good bosser, and it's like they're pretty good for clears, like in like those. It's just the bossing is so just bad. So I don't know. And like I said, in the SDs, I can clear out the enemies pretty fast. It's just the boss takes so long to kill. So, like I said, that's why I feel like Laser Reeve probably wouldn't be the best one. Just because, again, it would probably be about the same amount of clears. It's just the bossing would be pretty bad. I know their bossing isn't even, like, super terrible because, you know, just how they work. But, I don't know. I just don't want a super mana-heavy character. Like, I don't want to play Centurion. Like, I know Centurion has some good clears and, like, some heavy boss damage. It's just, I do not want to sit there and just be playing Spend Mana Potion Simulator. Mana Potion, 300 skill, or Bravery, and then cycle. Just do that over and over again. And plus, like I said, yeah, I feel like you have to be a whale anyway to, do, like, crazy insane parts. So I feel like I need something more of an average solo character that's just better than Innocent, or just a super support character. Because, I mean, Celestia, I'm pretty sure, is still, like, maybe the best? Because what? It's the hyperactive that gives, like, the super good buffs. Or more so, sets you up to get the super good buff. But that's, like, the only really super good support I see. I don't know. I don't know. I guess we'll just wait and see, kind of. I wish they gave other skills a range like Tempest, just made. Yeah. Before, I think, honestly, a lot of, because even Minerva, like, just as a character, is, like, pretty decent for clearing. And really all the roses. It just, none of them are really, like, high-end. It's like they're fun characters, but they're not, like, super, super good. And then, like, all of the Chungs, against, like, they're useful, but only Centurion, right? And then the like, super defensive one, like the Phalanx or whatever. Like, or even, like, okay. I just, again, don't know who the high-end, like, characters are anymore. I haven't kept up with that in a good bit. I just know the meta was pretty much Centurion and Celestia. And then all the other characters are pretty interchangeable. So, I don't know where things sit. I just know Laby was pretty nerfed into the ground, especially Eternity Winter. And they even changed all Lucille's, which, that was hard to get used to. The weird bravery swaps, where now I still have to pay the mana cost, even though I have the... What's it, gauge? Which I understand, you know, it's like, making it free is kind of, you know, but still just kind of a, To be fair, it does make it more powerful, so it's kind of good, at least for my class. Just because mana is pretty much a non-factor for Innocent. And even cooldowns, because they just, like, using skills gives you mana and erases cooldowns, but, yeah. Eternity Winter got nerfed again pretty recently. I just feel like, I don't know, it's like they're pretty mana heavy, aren't they? Because I don't remember, like, unless you're doing, like, a really good cycle with popping the orbs and, like, picking them up, you kind of just have to pop a potion, like, for any of the clears, like the Laby Bomb thing and the Mont Blanc, and I think there was another clear they had. I just forget what it was. I know they had, like, the 200 one. That wasn't even super good. I think it's, like, 2 uses. They removed the orbs. Like, in a good way, like, you just get them passively, like, the buff, or you just don't get any. Just don't get any mana or health back.
I imagine probably in a good way. Because I feel like they were definitely a bit weird.
They are the recent nerf also reverts back passive. Gotcha. To be fair, I do think the restoring it on, like, the thing is good, because it just interplays with something completely useless. Yeah. That's one thing that I'm also scared of with just playing good characters, or even, like, Innocent and stuff like that. It's just they can just nerf it so bad where it's like I could be doing something really well and be like, wow, this is pretty good, and then it change it, and then it's worse than Innocent, and then that's gonna feel super painful. So I don't know. But regardless, I don't really worry about too much with Elsword except when events come around, because again, there's no way I'm gonna get endgame without, again, using my own money or relying on people who have spent money. So I just wait for events. And then just try and do dailies to keep up with stuff. But it's like, as of right now, there's not really much I can do to progress the game unless I want to spend like 20 minutes in a dungeon trying to clear it. Or again, go into like Discords and try to keep up with people. Because looking for party system is not super great or consistent. Especially for raids, but even just for doing some of the later dungeons. You can now activate... A form that lets you instant cast instead of having to do combos to cast, but you only get one instead of multiple. Also, the Hyper doesn't work. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, they already nerfed Laby pretty hard to where, or specifically Eternity Winter, where the ones that you even can get multiple casts was only like 2 or 3 of the skills anyway, right? I feel like it's not even that crazy. Because isn't it you only get 1 Super Laby Bomb and 1 Mont Blanc or whatever? Even when you queue it? Or I feel like that kind of killed the character for me, just that.
I feel like it couldn't have been that OP just having 2 of them.
I mean, it
Plus
is
they
pretty
get like
good.
half the damage even. And it's like, sure, it still has advantages, but that makes it
Only
cool and
Kapow
unique.
Punch has multiple, yeah, because that's the one that you like, you just press with like Z, right? And then it launches like the hit that like does the pillars. So I remember that being pretty good. But yeah. Huh, this sounds painful, really. With hyperactive, all have +2. Oh, really? That actually sounds pretty good. I don't know. Cabal punches are her strongest DPS skill. Yeah, that I can imagine. To be fair, I just remember Mont Blanc being super OP, like literally one-shotting like everything. And it was super satisfying to hit too. So 4 Cabal Punch, 3 Super Labia Bombs. Yeah, that's pretty nasty. Like that's some pretty good clearing and some good DPS. Plus, I guess the mod, or actually is it the unmodded Super Labia Bomb, the ones just like you hold up in the air and then slowly drop? I think that's the
so. That one, like, you throw 3 of them that bounce.
I don't know if that's the bouncing one. Because the one that you just hold up and I think slowly descends, like kind of like a meteor kind of thing, and then the one is just a double forward. Unmodded is one. Really? The unmodded, you only get one? That kind of sucks. Makes sense though, because that would be an insane Valser if you had 3 of those things.
Fair.
No, not one cast. Oh, okay, gotcha. Just one of the bombs. Yeah. Gotcha. I was about to say, that seems a bit unfair. Yeah, the unmodded is pretty good for bossing, though. And for some clears, but the modded one is super good for clearing. As long as it's not, like, super high. But then I guess with Kapow Punch, you kind of cover that. I don't know. I definitely need to look up a tier list, but I want to see what this new... I like her mod E skills. Yeah, I haven't kept up with a lot of the mod skills. I think I basically watched, like... watched the ones that were, like, free with characters. And then I haven't kept up with those at all. Because, like, I know there's even some modded ones for Innocent, but I don't think any of them were super good. Because I know there's, like, modded Flickshot, but I feel like Flickshot already is kind of good. One of them gives her a buff, which makes her not consume sentimental points. I mean, isn't there already a skill that makes her not consume it? Just like the, one
I don't
buff?
think it makes them not consume it. It just makes them passively recover.
I feel like I remember one where it was like, when an Awaken, or maybe it was Awaken gave full, and the A1 was regen? Was that just it?
I think so. And even like the second Awaken or whatever also refreshes it.
Gotcha.
Though that's probably been changed a little bit since Reawakening just became a thing.
Yeah. Well, that does sound pretty good to not consume sentimental points, because it lets you kind of spam stuff, right? So I'm sure Kapow Punch is probably pretty sick if you can just spam 4 with the full charge.
Yeah, because even with the buff, it'd be like 3 seconds, or right?
Mm-hmm. Something like that. And I'm gonna run to the bathroom and we'll start up Brawlhalla. So yeah, I'll leave stream running obviously, but I'm gonna end the recording. So for those on YouTube, links in the description for Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, all that good stuff. But I'll see you guys later. Peace.